Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are the New Age Outlaws. First wrestling reference. Let's get out of the way. Ben's pouring the first beer as we're doing that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Another live episode here. Chat is open. Hang out with us. Talk to us. Chat with us. If you're drinking something tonight, let's talk about it. Tell us what you're enjoying. Tonight is Bob's Beers. So tonight's all Bob's Beers. Bob's Burgers, if you're a Bob's Burgers fan.
Bob's Beers.
Links below. Follow us, everything that's going on there. Follow us on Instagram, trying to hit that 1K. Follow us on YouTube to hit that 1K. And make sure if you're watching this, hit that share button. Let people know that we're hanging out tonight.
Rock and roll.
Wow, already.
What, out of the gate?
Real talk, spent about 4 hours in the last 24 hours learning to stream PC games so I can do an upcoming event with some meme page friends. Should be a good time. Awesome. Forgotten? Sounds like a great time. This is the first time in the show's history that we're going to open it up with it, but we've never done this ever. We have the strongest beer we've ever had. I lie. It is the weakest because it's a non-alcoholic beer. So here we are, a beer podcast, and we're going to drink a non-alcoholic beer from, where?
This is from Dubai.
Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. This is made in an Arab country.
Yeah.
It smells fantastic.
It's your favorite thing, too.
It's peach. It's peach.
It's actually
your favorite
fucking
thing.
delicious. But, I mean, this is a soda.
Holy shit, that's amazing.
It's really good.
I don't like the nose of it, but I love the
How
taste
do you not like
of it.
the nose
It just smells like a peach ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I
my
don't know.
favorite peach
I'm
beer
weird.
non-alcoholic?
Maybe. I think I know what Tony's going to be drinking on the shows.
I kind of want to go to Dubai now and just buy a case
Nah.
of this.
They have several flavors of this, and actually I have a 6-pack of pineapple on the way.
Really?
Ooh.
So I'll be sure and save a bottle of that for
Cool
the...
stuff,
It's actually
Bob.
really good.
It is.
Fucking fantastic.
Jesus. You know,
Praise Allah.
between
Right?
You know, between
I mean, it makes sense. It's a Muslim country, no alcohol, but it's a malt beverage, so that's cool.
It is awfully tasty. It's like between
maybe-
Andy's vacation beers, Bob's vacation beers. I think this is the most vacation beers we've ever had this year for
what-
shows.
When I logged the first one at home, when I opened this up, I actually put nothing NA should be allowed to taste this great. I can't say anything bad about this.
No,
It's-
not at all.
I'm not going to rate it because
I'm rating it. And I'm not rating anymore, but I'm rating it because it's a non-alcoholic and they'll never, ever see it. It's a 5. It's a fucking 5 banger.
that's a 5.
That's as good as it
I'm not
gets.
going to log into my Untapped, but I mean, it's a beer soda if you think.
Oh, you have unlocked your a bitch badge on Untapped. I'm drinking in NA.
If I'm going to get that, then I got to.
No.
All right, well, I need that.
I miss your face, Anthony. I miss your face too, Cassie. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I appreciate that. Make sure you hit the share and let people know you're watching my beautiful face. Not drinking tonight, but might give myself a buzz before Sunday's stream, just so I feel more relaxed while doing a solo stream. I totally get that. I feel it. Sunday I will be. I'll join in and hang out your stream a little bit, but for the most part, I'm going to be watching NFL football and possibly, well, most likely being disappointed by my Washington football team.
Washington football squad.
Yeah.
I'm pretty upset they didn't go with squad. That would have been way better.
Yeah. Pops is not here physically, but he's watching. He said, "Hey, Bob, sorry I couldn't be with you guys tonight. So, Dad, we are thinking about you." I said that like he's dead. Truth beyond delusion. No, we just had our first non-alcoholic beer. If you're just tuning in, I gave it a 5. Ben, what are you going with the non-alcoholic?
I'm giving it a 3.5. That's
You're a
actually
scumbag.
Oh, shut up! I don't want to hear you. It's a solid 3.5. It's all right.
It tastes like
different.
candy.
It's
It literally-
different.
it tastes-
I would take this over any soda that ever soda'd.
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
For real, I gave it a 4.5. Like I said, nothing NA should be allowed to taste this great. I still can't say anything bad about it.
It doesn't. Here's the thing: it does not taste like a beer at all.
No.
There's no beer taste, flavor, profile, consistency. Well, we're gonna leave the bottles back there for you guys, just so everyone can see them too. It doesn't taste anything like a beer. It tastes more like, I guess, like a wine cooler, I guess you would say. But it tastes like a peach ring. It's unbelievable.
See, I think a lot of the wine coolers and stuff like that tend to be overly sweet.
Yeah.
This is not
And-
overly sweet.
No, and
Exactly.
it's real
not.
sugar too. It's not like bullshit.
That's awesome. Well, that's a show first. All right, now let's.
I do like nature identical peach flavor.
Yeah. Now let's actually drink booze. Ben, what's our next beer?
That was a
right.
little treat though.
The beer.
Rob
keeper
Allison.
is back.
Look at that guy. I
Oh,
know.
that
we,
guy.
We know him. He used to be our theme song. His beautiful voice. All right. Go ahead. Give me a pour there, Benjamin.
Hold on. All right, there
I'll
we
go to Bob.
I didn't want to get tainted by the peach sweetness.
I gave him the Oktoberfest. He's got it. It's on hand.
Yeah, thanks, Pops. I'll find you something.
Ben brought more. So here's a little. We'll talk. It's not going to happen for a little bit here, but we are stockpiling now. So we have a huge amount of beer that we're stockpiling. We have a whole bunch. We're going to try, hopefully, for the entire month of October to feature Oktoberfest beers every single episode for that entire month. And then November, we're going to drink nothing but Halloween-inspired beers or pumpkin-style beers. So my beer fridge is already full. I got to get rid of a few personal beers back there, but we'll take care of those this weekend. So we have a lot of fun stuff coming up. A lot of pumpkin beers. If you guys are local and you're looking and you know a pumpkin beer that we can get, or there's a brewery coming out with one, please go over on the links below. If you click the Linktree link, join our Facebook group and send a picture of the beer or whatever you have that you want us to try out to put on the show for a pumpkin beer. So we're trying to grow that community, as well as if you are watching this on Facebook, once this is all said and done, head over to YouTube and give us a subscription over there. We are trying to hit 1K on both YouTube and Instagram. Right before we went live, I did a Instagram live with Beer You Are podcast. Love those guys to death.
Good dudes.
Go follow them as well. They just hit 2,000. They're killing it. Brand new podcast coming out. We're going to be doing a shit ton of collaboration with them. They're really cool dudes. So go give them some love as well. All right, what do we got here, Ben?
This is a Wallenpaupack dry hop sour. I thought we were tasting it first, and then I read off.
I'm just asking what the name is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wallenpaupack dry hop sour. There you go.
It's nice.
So most of these beers that we're going to drink, besides the one from Dubai and this one, is the rest of them are all going to be from Maryland, right? For the most part.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I do have one beer that I'm contributing tonight, just
Okay.
because it's literally turning into a bomb. The whole bottom of the can has blown out,
Oh man.
and it looks like a pipe bomb.
Nice.
But it is our buddies over at First Sip Brew Box. The shirt I'm wearing tonight. I found I was able to order one of their collaboration Black is Beautiful beers. The other one is coming from Free Will, so keep an eye on Free Will. It was Free Will, Harris Family, and First Sip Brew Box. If we can order a 4-pack of that, or whenever it comes available, I need to know so I can order it, because I want to show more love to Harris and the First Sip Brew Box
definitely.
guys, and also Free Will. But but this is an interesting sour.
It's a nice. It's like it's a sour ale. Like, I mean, it's not like it's not fruited.
No, this is a sour.
It's just
yeah.
a
There's no
standard
fruit.
fruited.
It
The
has
dry hop.
fruity undertones.
Yeah, it
so,
definitely does.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, Ben, read that off to us.
All right, so this is a dry hop sour from Wallenpaupack Brewing Company. Sour clocking at 5.1% alcohol by volume. Wallenpaupack Brewing Company is from Holly, PA, and they consider themselves a brew pub. A kettle sour, dry hopped with Lotus, Trident, and the 2020 Pink Boots hop blend. Fruity, hoppy, and tart.
You said 5.1, right?
5.1.
5.1, 140 check-ins. It averages a 3.77 on Tapped. One friend already checked it in. I won't say his score because he may be sitting at the table. I don't score anything on Tapped because I want people to come and listen to the show. So it's a sour, tart, grapefruity, lime, and lemony. I can see all that.
Yeah.
For me,
It does have a very citrusy.
it is very good, but it might be a one and done for me. If this is a full can, I don't know how I would feel about it about halfway through a big boy can of this. Taster, it's fantastic. I am scoring it based on the taster. I'm gonna go with a 3.5.
There's like a little like a bitteriness, like I guess probably from the dry hop, because the sour kind of mutes the any hoppiness to it.
Yeah,
But like
it's more
there's-
tart than it is sour.
Yeah, but there's like there's a back end like bitterness to it from the dry hopping. That's not it's a nice bitterness.
No way. There's different hop combination here than too. We heard Lotus, but I never heard a Trident or that Pink Boots blend.
Yeah.
From what they're saying, I don't know what that might be, but damn.
I know a lot of breweries, listening to the Beer You Are podcast, guys, a lot of breweries are starting to do a thing where they're growing their own hops. Like they're making grow stations and they're growing hops.
Nice.
And they're going to do like hybrid hops and stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see in the future, like the beer game changing because more people are starting to grow their own and making experimental ones. And possibly growing weed, you know? That'd be a great way to hide it, you know?
You mean like grow it with the hops?
Yeah. They're like, that's all hops.
That'll be legal soon.
And then you can go and get like a joint and possibly beer at some point.
Dude, Rich got this like hemp like lip balm when we were at the beach, and like because it was all they had at the one place we're at.
It's like kissing a bong.
Dude, it is like I'm like I just put pot on my lips. Like it's super skunky dank. I'm like I'll put it on. I'm like God damn.
But your lips felt amazing, right?
No, they didn't.
No.
I'll still take my Burt's Bees over, but I'm like I was just like it's so strong though. I'm like oh my God.
I use I don't know if it's here at the table, but I had it with me the other day. I have a Southern Tier chocolate stout chapstick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it tastes like my lips are like chocolate stout.
Yeah, the one like it was a 2-pack. It was like just regular, and then there was like a chocolate brownie, so it's like a freaking like hash brownie.
I think we were sharing my chapstick at the event the other day, so I probably have COVID.
Oh no.
I doubt. I'm joking, obviously.
I know.
All right, who didn't score this one?
I'll-
Everybody, I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ben.
I think I'll float with you on the 3.5.
Okay.
I mean, it's trying to do something, but it doesn't push it to where you want it to go, like to blow your socks off. So the 3.5 is justifiable with this beer.
I enjoy it. I would definitely go back.
Definitely not
I'd go back
bad.
and have it again.
Definitely not bad at all.
It'd be a good like starter beer.
Mhm.
I wouldn't drink them all day though.
No. That's like if you mixed like a mix of 6 or like
Yeah.
did a 4-pack, you'd throw that one in just
You
to
know-
throw in the mix for something different.
I think this would be a better beer in a 12-ounce can.
Possibly.
Yes.
Like there's so many like everyone does pints now, and the pounders are great, but like some beers just like aren't made to have a pint of it.
Yeah.
Like if I get a pint of like an 11.5% stout, it's like, whew, all right.
But for show purposes, keep doing pint cans.
oh
'cause
yeah,
it's
no,
easier for us
the
to
shows
share.
are fine, but like for like I'm just talking like general consumption though. Like it's like the death of the 12-ounce can or even bottles. Like you never see bottles anymore.
Well, you know what's really cool? Tired Hands, that modern Gulpy or whatever it is, their lager, they put it in 6-packs now,
Yeah.
12-ounce cans. I'm
Nice.
like, that's pretty coal.
That's
Like,
what,
bring it back. Bring
Burley
back
Oak has a
12-pack.
bunch of 6-packs that are 12 ounces. Like some of their just standard stuff.
Yeah.
Like they have an actual similar sour Burley Oak that comes in 12 ounces.
And you know what? Not only that, it actually helps out people that want to actually get the beer. You have more of an opportunity, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
to get it in 6-pack and enjoy it a little bit more.
Yeah. TV Tech Works hanging out with us on Twitch. Said, yes, sir, Bangin Beers is back. You're goddamn right we are. Every Friday night here, 9 o'clock
Freaking right.
on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Yeah, make sure you, once again, guys, if you guys are watching, hit that share button. Let people know that you're watching us. Let people know.
All the notification things.
TV actually hosted us, so he's giving us a viewer. I appreciate that. We're trying to get that consistent viewers up on Twitch. We hit every mark to be affiliated, except we need more consistent viewers on Twitch. So that is super helpful. Thank you so much for doing that. The more we can hit that goal and become affiliated on Twitch, that would be awesome. All right, next beer, Ben.
Jesus. Everybody scored, even Bob.
3-5.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Andy stole my words. I feel the exact same way about it. I also gave it a 3.5.
Yeah, so we're all
Plagiarized review, Bob.
We're
Good
also
job.
there.
Again.
Bob technically had it first.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the 3-5 that I didn't give his score away on Untapped.
All right, cool stuff.
These are all beers once again from Maryland. So now we're hitting the Maryland beers, right?
Right.
Yeah.
If I remember correct, it was Fredericksburg and Hagerstown.
Nice. I really want one of these weekends, once I guess the whole COVID thing kind of starts slowing down a little bit, I want to make a Fly Dog appearance. I really want to experience Fly Dog, not because they have a really cool art museum there I want to see, and I really like their beers. We actually just picked up their pumpkin beer, right?
Yeah, the Fear.
Yeah, so
I picked quite a few beers up on my way yesterday. I picked up some 0 Day Strong Island for the Beer You Are guys because they requested that. So shout out to them. I also picked up a whole bunch of pumpkin beer. I picked up Pumpkin and Warlock from Southern Tier. Spiced Pumpkin Latte. I think that's a nitro from Breckenridge. And I picked up the Yards Oktoberfest, and I realized that we had another one.
That's
so
all right.
I'm like, oh, duplicate. I'm like, go figure.
I mean, I'll if we need to get rid of a Yards Oktoberfest before the show, I have no problem drinking Oktoberfest beers.
That is absolutely fine.
Yeah. So I'm really pumped for October. I love Oktoberfest style beers. And then we definitely need to get a Yingling Oktoberfest, and we need to get the Sam Adams Oktoberfest. You got the Sam Adams Pumpkin.
I got the pumpkin. Yeah, I saw that there. I'm like, holy shit, I'll pick it up. So, and we managed to. I actually managed to find out the buddies talked about on the podcast, where basically it was a 10%er. It was a pumpkin beer with like vanilla and the spices in bourbon barrels.
Yeah.
And I found out from another
from Michigan.
Yeah, and I found that out from another friend of mine when I went to a party last weekend. And lo and behold, I have a picture of
Is
it.
that the one where you walked up the street, got in your car, and didn't even come over and say hi? You just got your car and drove
Yeah,
away?
I was
on
a
us?
scumbag like that.
Howdy was like, "Is Ben mad at you?" I was like, "I don't think so."
No, I wasn't mad.
He was just like, he literally walked up, he looked over and goes, and just got in his car and drove away.
I'm not mad.
I was like,
All right,
"Suck
fuck you
my
too,
dick,
Ben.
then." I just, yeah. All right, what are we drinking here?
So I want to get the can really quick.
Reborn.
All right, this is
I think I already chosen my can out of the night.
Reborn Ipa IPA. It's a 7.5% alcohol by
It went down the
volume.
wrong pipe, and the pininess is hanging out there.
Drowning in hops.
To me, that's like a Christmas tree beer. It's really piney, hoppy. Like that's like when people say you're drinking a pine cone. This is it for me right here. You don't get that?
A little bit. This one's very dry. It has a weird the first sip it kind of hits you really weird because it has a weird grassiness to it,
Oh baby.
I'm trying to really look this
and
one
then it
up.
has a back end bitter. Reborn.
Reborn. And now what? Now let's just take a look at that.
Ben needs to learn how to spell it, I guess. As
Idiom.
I look at the can. What is everyone drinking
There
tonight?
you go.
If you
Perfect.
guys
Thank
are
you,
having
Bob.
if you guys are having beers tonight, tell us what you're drinking. What are you enjoying? I know you got something cracked over there, Pops. What do you or maybe even Rob, if you're still here, if you're in the chat, say hi to us.
Rob, if you were in the chat, this dry hop sour is up your alley.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a 7.5. I thought this would be stronger.
Yeah, that's a different taste to it. That is a really different taste. So it's more.
I think the difference here is the yeast. If I remember right, this is one of the ones that uses that, and that's where they get the Reborn from. It uses that Norwegian Kvik or Kvek, however you say it.
Kind of like
yeast.
the Nordic IPA from Funks.
Nah.
Yeah, this is.
So I'll read this one. So our next iteration of our Kvik and New England style IPA series. So I'm sorry, that's I guess a Viking or Norwegian term. This one is brewed with Citronella, Sabro, Enigma.
Citronella.
I'm sorry, Citra. Yeah, Citronella. It's made with
Oh,
candles.
that's what that taste is.
Yeah, Citra, Sabro, Enigma, and XJA2 experimental hops. Pronounced notes of peach. Don't get that. Tangerine, pineapple, white grape, candied lemons throughout. A super unique, bright and soft hoppy profile. To sure to please. I'm going to be honest. The second drink was way different than the first. For me, the first one I had, I kind of went down the wrong pipe, and I got all right. So it's not so much piney. Here's the description: hazy, bitter, grassy, light, thin.
That's
Grassy is what I would.
spot on.
Yeah.
Definitely grassy. It's very earthy and grassy. That bitterness is I'm surprised the IBUs are so low. It's only 26 on the IBUs because I think it's super bitter.
I think it's very.
I like it though.
dry.
I'm not,
Yeah.
It is very dry. It's
This
like
is
a
going to
brute.
be.
And that's part of what the yeast is doing.
Yeah, it's like a brute IPA almost.
And of course, because it's from Maryland, they have to find a way to put their flag on it because that state, man, they love that flag.
Well, they have the coolest flag.
Yeah, I like how everyone in Pennsylvania uses the Keystone. Everything in Pennsylvania is Keystone. I like it. This is gonna be tough to beat for Ken Art of the night. It's a Viking with white smoke coming out of his eyes with an eagle on top of his head, with the wings going down over the
That's
side
a
of his.
spiritual essence, Tony. You got to get it right, man.
Listen, man, I'm just looking at the art. I'm not looking into it super deep, Benjamin. Yeah, so that's a cool Ken art. Let me get this out of my mooch here. 6 people watching. Come on, talk to us, people. What are you drinking?
Damn. Yeah, that's definitely dry, and it has that like it is a little bit grassy then too.
Yeah, like I said, the
like
IBU
that.
is surprised. I think it's super bitter, and like the IBUs kind of surprised me that it's so low.
Yeah, I thought it would be a lot stronger.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's good.
Yeah, I think the dryness offsets. What's the word I'm looking for here? But
The hop,
the
grassy.
the yeast being what it is, giving it that flavor, it goes hand in hand with it makes it seem bitterer than it really
Yeah,
is. While
I can
it's,
see that.
while
Especially
it's
'cause it's
dry at
thin,
the same
too.
time.
And it's thin.
And it is pretty smooth too. It really hides the alcohol. You know, I mean, like some of the 7.5s that you have, you might taste a little bit of that booziness.
Yeah.
But this has like that smoothness to it with that dry, and I think that's a good combination.
And like after
with
that
this beer.
after that first hit, it's like that first hit comes in, it's like, "Ooh, what is this?" But then it like mellows, and then the rest of the beer
Yeah.
is like a lot more drinkable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely one of the. It's definitely a different change of pace with our juicy New Englands and the sours and everything else too. It's really nice. I think so.
Yeah, I like it.
I probably would give it like a 3.75. That's a decent beer I have once in a while. Drink a full can of that after you're done. Like
I think this
Yeah.
one would be a good too if you let it warm up a little bit too and let it sit
Yeah.
for a bit.
yeah,
I agree.
yeah. So 3.75 for me.
I agree with that.
I'm with you on the description. I'll just get my score and move on. 3.25.
When I had it the first time, I had it as a draft. I gave it a 4 there. That's still good enough. I'm going to stick with that.
Yeah.
Cool.
When you seen it, where you're like, oh, that Ken Art's dope. Did the
Yeah.
Ken Art sway you?
Yeah, actually,
I would
because
have immediately bought it.
Yeah. The funny thing
Like
is,
Scandinavian
Well-
Viking shit, hell yeah.
when we go back to like everyone bringing a beer every week, it's like, all right, I don't know if this is beer of the night, but fucking, I'm running for Ken Art of the night. Yeah. Yeah. All right. What do you have for your score?
3.75 too. I agree. Like
Yeah,
I
we
said,
were
after
following.
that first hit, it's like weird, but then it mellows out. It's
Mm-hmm.
drinkable.
Did
The
you get
bitter
the
is
next
nice,
one queued up?
That's what I'm doing next. I was just doing the log.
but no, it's good stuff.
All right. Well, Ben's doing
There's
that.
Idiom
I'll
Brewing,
I'll
right?
kill some time for him here.
No, I got the next beer now already.
I'm saying you have it queued up
Oh.
here.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's what, so as soon as we're doing the
Okay.
thing,
No,
you get that
I
next
got
one
you.
just to keep the flow going.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, I like this one already.
Yeah, it looks like, so just kind of teasing here. It looks like a cow. It has like a moo cow pattern to it.
Yeah,
A moo
milk
cow.
stout.
Yeah, I'm guessing a milk stout.
Okay, that is
It's
what.
actually brewed with cow dung.
Okay, we're breaking it out.
Have you guys seen or heard or have any beer news since last time you guys were on the show?
Not
Oh,
really
God.
necessarily beer news, but I'm getting something for us, which would be our maybe one of our first Belgium quads on the show.
Oh, nice.
I know it's not a PA brewery, but I'm getting it from Parish, the Louisiana brewery. It's a Belgian quad with like banana, cinnamon, and some other stuff then
Sounds
too.
interesting.
And supposedly it tastes like banana bread pudding. So
Interesting.
yeah, Belgium quad. You don't really hear it a whole lot either. So I'm getting that at some point.
Lil Ben's milk stout.
Yes, that's why I love the name. I'm like, yes.
It's little Ben. Where's the news I had here? I'll pull it up on the old Instagram.
I feel like
Um,
tapped out lately.
So if you guys tomorrow, 2 releases tomorrow at Snitz Creek Brewing is our boys over at Pilgaroo. One is called 10 Second Tom, an Oreo. It's a medium full-bodied stout conditioned with a silly amount of Oreo cookies. Tastes like a liquefied Oreo cookie. Definitely an easy drinker. Only a 6.5 location, Lebanon location only. So if you want to take a ride up to Lebanon tomorrow, you can get yourself a Oreo cookie beer from our boys at Pilgaroo. And the other one is called Don't Get It Twisted. It's a collab with Mood Duck Brewing.
Mood Duck. Yep.
Mood Duck. Sorry, not Mood.
I want to go there, but I haven't. They haven't looked like they have a cool little setup. But
This is a chocolate peanut butter pretzel stout with salt and milk sugar. It tastes exactly like it sounds. It's a 10.5. It's supposed to go out to our friends at Hucklebucks back in late March, but COVID-19 had different plans. Lebanon location only. So that's pictured but not going out is 10 Second Tom Cinnabon, which is also going to be there as well. Pictured but not going out yet. So the next one that I have coming out very soon is going to be with the 10 Second Tom, and it's a Cinnabon stout. So that one's coming, but it's not out yet. Also, if you want to kind of give Pilgaroo some new news, we'll be having some of our beers featured on tap at Snitz Brewing Company at both locations until we're able to open up our doors early next year. Keep an eye out as we'll be dropping some more details later this week.
Dude, that's gonna be here before we know it. Like them opening up Pottsville.
I'm pumped, dude. I cannot wait to go show them love. The old Coney on the main drag there of Pottsville will be Pilgaroo Brewing Company, and like I said, I'm not a stout drinker. Every stout I had from them has been a banger. They make a beer with Gears iced tea. It's a banger.
I hate to tell you, buddy, but I think you might be turning into a stout.
I might be. I'll let you know right now when I drink this one.
Yeah, you gotta love the sissy milk.
Yeah. So last little bit of news I have here real quick. Head over to breweriesinpennsylvania.com or follow them on all social media. But they ranked what you should look out for this year for the top 5 Oktoberfest beers. Number 1 is going to be Bontoberfest from Bond Place Brewing.
Bethlehem.
In Bethlehem, yep. Mad Toberfest out of Mad Chef Craft Brewing Company. Unterdog from Yards. I think we have that one.
We do have that one.
Cool. So we have the number 3. We have to try to get the other 2. Okta from Dancing Gnome.
That's in Pittsburgh.
Dancing Gnome?
Yep, Dancing Gnomes in Pittsburgh.
And then
probably just Octa.
Okta? OKTA. OKTA.
Okta.
It's not like
Damn.
Okra, but I think it's like
Okra.
Octa.
And then Capo on 4, and that's from St. Boniface Craft.
St. Boniface.
St. Boniface is
St.
good stuff.
St.
Boniface.
Boniface.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm terrible with names.
That's okay. That's outside of Harrisburg then too. That's actually on the highway, one of the highways.
It's like between like Reading and Harrisburg.
Somewhere around there. Yeah.
I think it's on 22 maybe.
Yeah. They have a cool little location. If you'd pass it, you have to really watch for it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you pass it.
Some of our local beer places have their cans and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I know with the beer club that I used to be in, we used to drink St. Boniface and like some other stuff then too, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, if you can get us the bond, that'd be great. Oakbrook Brewing Company in Reading has a peach wheat, strawberry sour, and a cookie crumble stout, all returning this week.
Cookie crumble stout.
Yeah. And then per their Facebook page, and Steven says, "Do you guys want the bond?" I said, "Yeah, 100%."
Have you ever been to Oakbrook?
No. See, here's the thing. Even when we started this show, we were grinding so hard to get content out that we didn't travel too much unless we were invited. I don't want to put anything out there yet because I don't want to jinx it. But once COVID slows down, I'm kind of waiting for the breweries to reach out to us. I should probably send messages out, but I know we had like Hidden Stories in 1987 reach
There's
out
a
to
whole
us.
bunch that we had.
Huh?
1787.
Sorry. 1987 is a cooler year. I was on this planet by then. Don't know why I said that. Oh, because we were talking about Ninja Turtles the other day, and they started in 1987. And then, but we had a few breweries reach out to us very recently, and they were non-solicited invitations. They were like, they reached out to us and
They're like, hey,
do you want to come do episodes? And we're like, that would be amazing.
Let's do it.
So
Well,
it's
thank
really
you.
cool that people are finding us and
Yeah.
asking us to come. So we do have some more breweries in the pipeline to go out and hang out and do some episodes with.
If you ever get a chance to go there, Oakbrook, it's an old single-engine firehouse.
oh, cool.
So, it's a pretty neat building. I had a good time there. I liked it.
And where's that out of?
It's in Reading.
Reading?
Cool.
All right,
cool.
so immediately On the nose, this tastes
Tastes
like
like
this smells
coffee.
like coffee.
I knew you're. I knew you were gonna say that.
All right, here we go. So what is this again? The Little Ben's
This is
Milk
Little
Stout.
Ben's Milk Stout from Antietam Brewing.
Yes. Yes.
Bloodiest battle of the Civil War.
So what are we thinking about it, guys? What are we thinking?
I don't think it's that sweet for a milk stout.
No, it really isn't.
Like,
it's
it's-
actually super smooth.
It's good. It's really good.
And I think it might be me because like it has my name in it and it's a milk stout, but it kind of tastes slightly milky.
Well, it's a milk
Like it has a
stout.
little bit like you know how like the stout like the milk stouts don't have like they have like that roastiness. Like it tastes a
Yeah.
little bit. There's a little bit of milk in that. Like I could taste a little bit of that like creamy milk back.
I get
back
creamy.
half of
Yeah,
that.
it is creamy.
I know what you're saying.
I think it's really good. I really dig this.
I'm like, damn, I pulled that right out of it.
It tastes like black coffee with, but it somehow still has a creamer in it.
Somehow.
Yeah.
You're totally like, oh, I can taste this.
It's way too sweet to be.
It's
black
not.
coffee.
It's not. It is sweet. It is sweeter, but I still get the roasty coffee taste. It's not for me.
Fair enough, man.
It's not for me. It's not making me grossed out though, like it used to. Like back in the day when I drank something that tasted like over coffee, I'd get like, oh, like I would.
Yeah.
But
You're really building up that tolerance, man. Damn.
just,
One day you're gonna be like, shit, I like stouts.
it's
like, what is this?
Can someone bring me a Dunkin'
Oh, fuck,
Donuts?
now I'm drinking coffee. God damn it.
That'll probably never happen. I was at Oak Brook during COVID. Had a decent meal outdoors, and and one of their stouts was a solid. And then Steven said he had the Trogs Trail Day. I have not had the Trail Day.
Dude, I love that. It's a dry hop pilsner. That's the one I was sharing in the chat. The other
Really?
day. Yeah. It's
Oh yeah, you
fucking
were
awesome.
you were saying
$8 a
about that.
4-pack.
Really?
Yeah, they have a bunch
Wow.
of ice still.
Oh, in Pottsville?
Yeah.
On
You
your-
can't frickin'
on
beat
your-
that.
Oh, you don't go that way when you go home, do you?
No.
Fuck. All right, maybe I'll make I can't. Fucking well.
They
Yeah.
probably have the keg stand too.
Damn, you can't beat
You know,
that.
they probably have
$8
it down
a
here at
4-pack
Courthouse,
for
too.
powders.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm broke until Friday. Next
Yeah.
week.
Damn.
But at least on the plus side, it's $8 a 4-pack.
Yeah,
That's
so
that's
hopefully-
a bargain.
Hopefully it's still
Yeah,
out.
it's a dry hop pilsner.
Holy
It is
shit.
awesome. It's nice and crisp. I want to get a case of it. I'm thinking about
Cheap
it.
craft on a budget. Damn.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
that's
funny because
cool.
like you're looking at the pilsner, a dry hop pilsner, that is like $6 less than one of the IPAs.
Yeah, for real. He gave you a little shimmy too.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll read it off. Little Ben's Milk Stout.
I'll give it.
is
It
an-
does have a coffeeness to it, but I like that.
Little Ben's Milk Stout is an, I'm going to butcher this, Antietam
There you go.
Brewery Milk Sweet Stout, clocking in at 5% alcohol by volume.
It's something normal stout.
The brewery is from Hagerstown, Maryland, as Bob said. Brewed with pure milk sugar and a host of specialty malts, this triumphant ale will keep you warm inside and wanting more. Roasted coffee and smooth chocolate notes dominate this creamy sweet stout.
Rick was talking about a Magnify Stout he's going to bring up. I say we challenge Magnify and we see if we can do a collab. So what I want to start doing with the Beer You Are boys is meet at a brewery and get permission from the brewery to maybe before they open or maybe after they close or like when it's not super busy, like a day that they don't get a lot of traffic, if we can set up our stuff. And I mean, if the brewery wants
Some
to
might even have private rooms that you can do it.
or private, I know some places have private rooms, but if the brewery, I mean, the brewery doesn't have to join us. If they want to, they can. Because we're not pulling them away from their work.
Yeah.
But just let us use their location, and then we'll just pay for the beers. Or I mean, we have no problem doing that. But just use their location and be like, we're on location here at
that'd
this
be awesome.
brewery, and it's the Bangin' Beers guy and the Beer You Are guys.
Bangin' Beer You Are.
Bangin' Beer You Are. I like it. We need shirts. We needed a shirt made for that. Bangin' Beer
We
You
do like
Are.
the old school hardcore one to be like Bangin' Beers X Beer You Are.
Maybe
the crossover. It's
maybe
like
we'll
Street
do-
Fighter crossover tag.
Maybe what we can do is I can get someone. I know someone who's a very talented artist. Maybe they can do something where it's a different skeleton chugging a beer, but instead of chugging the beer, it's the Beer You Are can.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. I
Yeah,
like that.
because I'm not gonna reach out to that artist and work. I mean, to me, he was a nice dude, but obviously
There are some issues.
there's some issues. Yeah. I mean, listen. The Nightmare didn't get rid of their main logo.
yeah.
They're just not using him on cans anymore.
yeah.
So I feel like we're safe keeping our logo.
I think
If
I think
Nightmare
it's fair
didn't dump
enough.
their logo altogether, I think we're safe. But it would be cool to
alright.
maybe do like a spin-off of a different skeleton and then chugging the Beer You Are. And that could be our Bangin' Beer You Are cans, our Bangin' Beer You Are shirts. I like that a lot. That's cool.
I like to get holographic stickers of that then too. That'd be pretty wild.
yeah.
Man.
It'd be
could
fun.
do
It'd be
it.
fun. Hang it, yeah. Brew Daddy is a definite. I can talk to McCall. McCall would be fun, man. McCall is the first brewery ever in the history of our show in 2 years to share on their page that they were voted beer of the night. It's never happened ever before, so that was cool. McCall would be fun. Ben, what do you think of your beer here? Your little Benny's.
I gave it a 3.25.
You are a little Ben too, aren't you?
I am.
Are you a
yeah.
junior?
No, I break the mold.
You would have been
so
a third.
Little Sebastian.
I would have been a fourth.
Holy fuck!
I would have been a fourth, but I broke it with my mom. My mom was originally going to name me Zachary Benjamin, but my dad's like kicked the door in, and he's like, "No, Benjamin Zachary." Therefore, I'm my own thing.
So your dad's name is Zach?
No, it's Wilson. So okay, so
You have a different middle name.
yeah, I have a different middle name. Therefore, I'm a different Craig. I'm a different.
So you're
Ben.
Ben.
I'm a whole totally different.
What's your
Ben.
dad's name?
Benjamin Wilson Craig III.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're Benjamin Zachary.
Yes.
Okay. The way you
Sorry.
the way you pitched
Sorry.
that,
yeah.
that was definitely my fault on that.
my brain almost exploded.
Yeah, the way you said
No,
it,
so-
your dad's name's Wilson.
So
but-
my pop was Benjamin Wilson Craig Jr. My dad's Benjamin Wilson
The
Craig
third.
the third, and I'm Benjamin Zachary Craig. I'm the only
Why
one.
Zach?
Zachary? I don't know. It has a good fucking ring to it. I don't know. I like it.
They just kind of plucked it like Zach.
Like a bee's
My
eye.
mom did that. Hey,
All right.
talk to her about
I'm just
that.
questioning. I'm just wondering. I mean,
So-
I'm in the same boat. I should have been. Everybody wanted me to be a Steven, but I was named after my dad, so I was Anthony Stevens. So
I don't know.
And
Something
I'm a
something
junior.
about like continuing like that, first name on. I don't know. I kind of like it. That's just me.
If you have a kid, he's going to be Benjamin.
Yeah.
You have another Ben.
Yeah.
That's so listen, growing in a house where I had me and my dad
Well,
as
actually,
Tony,
you could do
and
the
my mom
Southern
screams
thing.
Tony, we both go, what?
yeah.
You could be living with George Foreman.
Well,
Yeah.
here,
Yeah, all of a sudden,
oh
like,
my
Eight
god.
kids named George.
Oh my god.
Yo,
yeah.
when I
Different
worked at
tones.
Walmart in when I worked in Walmart .com down in Bethlehem, there were two brothers that worked on our dock. Both had the same name, different middle name, but same initial. And then the one was a dickhead, and the other dude was a really good dude. But we kept accidentally like writing the wrong one up. He's like, "This is not me; it's my brother."
My brother's the asshole, not me.
Yeah, like literally, I had that conversation with him. We finally got it right.
Are
but
they
it's-
identical twins too?
No, they're not.
That'd be
but
even funnier.
Oh
but,
my
um,
god.
no,
That'd
they're
be
the same
terrible.
exact name.
Sprayed me
So,
with
like-
oil the whole time.
So like I ended up having I had to go by like their employee number, but like I would get these things from the supervisors. I'm like, dude, why do you keep writing this? Like he keeps coming up and yelling at me about it. And I'm like, oh, we got the wrong one.
That's
But-
amazing.
or you could do like the southern, like I don't know if it's a southern thing but so my uncle has a son. My uncle's name's Charles, and he has a son named Charles, but he goes by Scott, his middle name.
Yeah.
And then my dad, his name was Archie. And I didn't know this until like only like a few years ago.
Archibald.
No, just Archie.
Just Archie. Okay.
But
right.
my brother, I have a brother named Mike, and I did not know this until a few years ago that his name's actually Archie.
But he goes by Mike.
His middle name is Mike. His name's Archie Michael. So like they go by the middle name if they're like a next level.
I like that. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's weird.
All
I'm
right.
like, fuck. All right.
Little Benny, how did you feel about putting yourself in your mouth? What do you think about this? What's your score?
I said 3.25.
Or you gave it 3.25? All right.
Yeah. I like that.
No
It was
bumps. No bumps for the name.
I mean, I have to be a little tough on myself.
Well,
You know,
Sebastian.
The hell, like. But
That coffee creaminess in your mouth.
yeah,
Nailed
coffee
it.
creaminess. Yeah.
All right. Bob, what do you think of Little Benny?
I gave it a 3.6.
3.6.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You're throwing your VIP status at us.
Again,
I was like, you fucking plebs.
Oh, I was actually supposed to be Nicholas Anthony. Good to know. Oh, I could have been Nikki Bones. Yeah. 3.6.
yeah.
Anything to stand out for you this one?
I get a little bit of chocolate on that, a little bit of coffee in the background. There is some sweet there, but as everyone else said, it's not really sweet. It's better than average in my book. It's not amazing, but to me, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I would drink it again.
That is definitely like just to add on a little bit too. That would be like a good introductory milk stout for somebody.
It's just a good stout in general. Like,
yeah.
Andrew.
I have 3.5. It's super solid. It's nothing mind blowing. I don't think it's as sweet as most milk stouts. A lot of milk stouts are like overtly sweet,
Yeah.
and I kind of shy away from them a bit because they're too
Yeah,
sweet.
you don't feel like you're gonna have cavities when you
Yeah,
finish
like
with
this one. This
Yeah.
is a nice, it's like a muted sweetness. The roasty and coffeeness is there. The chocolatiness, it's super solid. I would drink a 6-pack of this.
Yeah, for me, little too much. I mean, it didn't gross me out, but it was a little too much coffee for me. But I did get the creaminess of the milk, and I understand what they were trying to go for here. We're busting on a big boy can here now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Ben's getting good at this. So this is
This was the cider, I think.
yeah, this is the cider. So off camera, last time Bob brought this, he said this is hands down, in his opinion, one of the best ciders he's ever had. Correct?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
All right. So give us a little background on this,
Top
Bob. Where,
all
did-
these
where did
guys
you
off.
where did you get this? And did you actually go to the brewery?
Yes, actually, we had this at the brewery. I had it as a draft. Yeah, I'll take
We got
more.
the full crowler, guys. We got to go full pours.
What is this called?
I'm looking. It should be the only cider they have. I'm trying to find
Because
it right
that's
now.
what I pulled up, Bob. There's quite a bit of them.
It's Grandma Otto's.
Just the regular. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Well, it doesn't smell like a urinal cake that fell into like a vat of acid, so that's good.
I heard that episode.
Wait a
episode
minute,
back
no.
again. Wow.
Ooh, that's good.
That
That's
blue
different.
that blue toad even made an appearance later on in a Beer You Are
Six.
episode. That sticks
It's the
with me.
Grandma Otto's hard apple cider.
Okay.
Okay.
Grandma Otto's.
Hard apple or just
Hard
cider?
apple, yeah.
Hard apple.
So this is a 5.6, 8 total check-ins.
Actually, I think
Ever.
it might be.
Wow.
Crazy. I feel this is
There's another one that's just Grandma Otto's cider. Is that the
Yeah.
same thing?
holy hell. You fucking
Well, it's a crowler, man. We got a full pours.
That's actually pretty decent.
yeah, you went right for it.
So, when I was picking
I
up,
went for that blue toad. Yeah, to punish your friends. That's the only reason you buy that.
Dude, that's what it's great for, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's their goal, but
I like the fact when Tony's like, you know what? If you actually like this, you're from another
that's
planet.
the weird
And then
thing,
like
like, it
3 or
tasted
4
good.
people say it, and Tony's just like, oh my god, what the fuck's
like
wrong
you
with
can't-
me?
it's like a fucking-
it was a good cider, but you can't get past that smell.
Yeah.
And then the burp, the aftertaste
Yeah, that
burp.
that
It's
like
oh my god.
at first, like I was like, you know what? It's decent. I can get past it really if I don't like breathe when I drink it. But then the burps are what takes it. It's
Oh,
like, oh fuck
my
this.
God.
It's like you swallowed shit.
It's like this is absolute garbage.
It's the worst. I want a blue toad t-shirt.
It's like a turd covered in burnt hair.
Wasn't your dad going to be ambitious and actually try and get a whole bunch of?
yeah, I think he said he was going to try to go to the blue toad location and get more blue toads.
I also can't believe how much it costs for a 4-pack.
That's
yeah.
nuts.
If we do a blue
If it
toad
hit
episode,
if it hit $40,
Yeah, we
a
should get like
four-pack,
we
I
should
quit.
do like a Patreon, but it buys us blue toads. It's like you can join us for whatever. We can give you stickers or something, but then
have
we just
freaking
buy more blue toads
tiers.
with the money.
yeah, freaking tears.
Tier 2 is we get 2 4-packs of blue toad.
it's fucking rough.
Tier 3, we send you a blue toad.
if we were to ever do a spin-off logo, I would want a drunk blue toad. Just like just a stinky drunk blue toad.
That's
just like
awesome.
with fucking smell coming off him. Like a Bangin Beer's blue toad logo. They actually liked our post on the episode that we posted with their thing, and I'm like, there's no fucking way they listened.
We
There's
fucking
no-
hammered them big time.
Like I said, maybe
Good
maybe that's
15-minute
their whole
hammer
goal.
session.
Or they
though.
listened to it, they fucking died laughing. Like, people are fucking drinking this. We're going to keep making it. It's selling
and
out.
selling it for $36 a 4-pack.
Yeah. They're like, there's a reason people are buying this.
Yeah, right. That might be the whole shtick.
That was hilarious with the Beer You Are guys. They were like 36. What?
That was my punishment beer. And they're like, you have to chug it. I'm like, no, because I just paid a lot of money for the food I just ate, and I'm not puking it up.
No. But like I said, it was a good cider.
Oh, I could, dude. As soon as I went like this, I'm like, fuck you. I was like, fuck you.
And then
It
Tony's
is-
just like, I can't power through this. And
It
then
is vile.
Ben came in.
No, fucking Neb came in, and Neb was like, "Oh, fucking drink that," and he fucking shoved it. And I was like, "It's because you can't feel your soul right now, anyway." Yeah.
Oh.
All All right, so
Good
grandma's
times, good times.
Grandma Otto cider.
So
I was in the Rochester area yesterday and could not bring myself to stop by Blue Toad. You fucked up. You fucked up. All right, read off the Blue Toad.
So
read off
gra-
Grandma.
So Grandma Otto's hard apple cider is a Antietam brewing cider, clocking at 5.6% alcohol by volume. Apple cider with a dry finish, very refreshing. That's it.
All right, so if this is not a knock, Bob, right? But if this is what you said is the best cider you've ever had, the It's Just Beer podcast guys, they are, I think for the most part, I think right now it's safe to say their podcast is done. I mean, they're all going to go and do their own ventures. Josh is working for a brewery. He's brewing a lot now. Harrison works for Sloop. He's the main brewer of Sloop. Dan, I'm not sure what Dan's doing. Maybe we'll have Dan
He's
come.
still doing industrial arts.
Yeah,
He's
he
doing
works.
his
He works
thing,
for
yeah.
industrial arts, but maybe we'll have him come up and hang out one time. But Uncle Dan is in the process of starting his own cidery.
Yes.
We've had his ciders when we went up there. I'm not joking, and it wasn't because like he was in the room and he made this and we chased it. And
It wasn't a kiss ass
and we're not sucking his dick like
or
saying
kissing
that.
his ass. Yeah.
He makes this. It's this snow snake cider. To me, it is one of the best things I have ever drank in my life when it comes to a cider. It's fucking amazing.
Bob, it's magical.
It's and I'm not. That's me not kissing his ass. He makes a great cider.
Where's the hookup?
Yeah, I 100%. We need to get more of that.
I think he still has a few bottles of that left over. I was talking. I just wanted to touch base with him, talk
Yeah.
to him a little bit.
I miss those
too.
guys. We got to. Yeah,
My God.
I want to go up and hang out with them. We're not going to record or anything. Just to go and spend time with them. They were such good people. But then he made this one called the Blueberry Breakfast.
Blueberry maple pancake.
But I think he called it.
breakfast.
I think he just called it Blueberry Breakfast or something like that.
It was something along those lines. It was like
It was like eating blueberry.
wild.
Yeah, it was like eating a blueberry pancake with the
Nice.
maple syrup.
No, it
and
was,
stuff.
it was drinking one. It
Yeah.
was like literally
Unbelievable.
crack it open Christmas morning or like even a winter day.
I
You would have had a good time.
I honestly
good
think
morning.
he's gonna start off small with his cidery, but the product he makes and the taste that comes out of that,
Wow.
this dude is going to blow the fuck up as a cidery. He's his tastes are that fucking good.
He's the cat's ass
Yeah.
of freaking ciders, man.
So if we can get more of that cider, I mean, this is really good, but it compared to his,
pales.
yeah, this is a Red's apple ale compared to his.
Yeah.
Dead serious.
Yeah.
Like this is good, but compared to like we've been spoiled with ciders now.
Mhm.
Yeah, he makes. We got to get it again. Maybe he can. Maybe we can work something out. We can meet him halfway, and he can.
Yeah.
Or we can.
Definitely.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I know.
But yeah, amazing ciders.
I know for a fact that he does have, some bottles left over from when we talked to him last time, and that was roughly about a month ago.
Yeah.
Month ago, he said about it. We totally forgot about it because we had such a great time there.
Yeah.
Again, listen to that episode. The It's Just Beer podcast.
All right.
one
So
too. Laugh my ass
trying to
off.
think of a cider here. Obviously, apple cider. I'm trying to think what type of apple they went with this.
I honestly have no idea.
Red Delicious.
It's like a mix between red and granny.
Yeah.
It's salt. Like I like it. It's not
It's really
overtly
good.
sweet.
It's not.
It's definitely
super
one of the better
dry.
ciders
It's
I've had.
sweet. It's sweet.
It's a
but
little
it's not
dry.
super sweet.
It's a little dry, and I
Yeah,
prefer
it's-
drier ciders.
Yeah,
But no, it's super solid. I like it.
this is a banger.
I think this one is like a little bit sweet, a little bit savory too.
I don't get that.
Well, like for me, like it just has like that nice, like
There's no
like a
umami
nice
going on
ta-
for
like.
me.
Well, when I meant by savory, like I don't even really know it, but like it just has that nice taste that you could drink a lot of it, and you're just like you don't get sick of it. It's
Yeah,
just,
I like that. It's like some ciders are just way too sweet.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if the added sugar or just whatever they put in
Yeah.
it. But it's a nice balance.
Oh, definitely.
It's clean too. It's not like there's no like some like that sweetness too. Sometimes turns into like stickiness in your mouth. And this,
But, and that's another thing too. Like, again, this is when I had it on tap at the brewery. Now this has been in a can for a month.
it's still
so-
super
but,
good.
But
Yeah, that's definitely solid.
Like, I would drink this. I'm not huge into ciders, but I would totally drink this again.
So our stream dropped.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Yep. I don't know why it's doing that. but we're just gonna keep going with the episode, and then
That's
we'll
absolutely
take
fine.
down the episode that was streaming, and we'll republish
Fire
it.
it up on there.
Which sucks because we're gonna lose a lot of those view counts, which
Yeah.
is bullshit. Fucking. Yeah, this is the problem you have when you go live sometimes, you know.
No.
But we will re-upload the entire episode on YouTube and Facebook. So if you guys are, if you're tuning in to check out the audio only, or you want to check out the video, we're just talking about it because it's happening. All right.
So we didn't even give our ratings.
Where are you at with this one, Ben?
I'm giving it a solid 3.5. That's, right there.
I'm with you.
It's definitely one of those ones, like you were mentioning before. We've been spoiled with sours. We had like some decadent sours, like wacky
Ciders.
ciders. Wow, what did I say?
Sours.
Sours.
I go a little higher. I go 3.75. I think this is a very good sour. I'm sorry. Yeah, me
Now
saying
you're doing it.
You have me doing it. You fuck. God damn you. No, it's a very good cider. But like I said, we've been spoiled. But this is this is really really good.
Yeah, it's just one of those. It's a very solid drinker. It's a very stable 3.5. And you know what? You're pushing me a little bit. I would probably give it a 3.75 just solely because of that. And the drinkability is awesome on that.
Yeah.
Like you're not getting sick and tired of it either.
Yeah, I agree on that.
And like Andy was saying about the mouth, like it's super sticky. Like
No, it's not
No.
sticky,
I'm
yeah.
just saying like with other ciders.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like it's like super sticky and all that, and like it's too sweet. This has just the right amount of sweetness. It's just like you're drinking like an apple water of sorts, and it tastes good. I like
it's
it.
Almost like the sparkling apple ciders you get when you're a kid.
Yeah.
When you
I'm
can't
being
drink
I'm being a
alcohol yet.
little weird tonight. Oh.
But no, it's good. I agree on the 3.75.
Bob?
When I had it the first time, like I said, I was at the brewery. I had it on tap. It turned the corner for me. At the brewery, I gave it a 5.
Ooh, big numbers.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm serious. Like I was like, holy crap.
I mean, it's no Miller High Life.
you know.
but-
But, I'm gonna keep my score the same today, even though my sample today was tainted with Little Ben's milk
Nah.
stout. But
yeah, that might be a good half and half though.
you guys get me some of that other stuff to try and see if you can shake my cider universe
That actually
again.
would- so-
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite like black and tans is a Guinness with a cider.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I there's some call it a priest collar, but I forget there's another name for it too. But it's so like they'll do the black and tan with a cider, usually like Strongbow or something, and then Guinness. This I think the milk stout with this the same way would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Little cuvee.
because it's like you get that like the dark roastiness, and then
You want to try to open the pipe
Hey.
bomb?
and the, what's it called
I go-
slides up.
I go back again. I'll say something about that.
Yeah,
Open it over the sink. All right. So you guys talk, have a
Look at that
conversation,
fucking thing.
right? You guys talk,
Jesus
have a conversation. I'm gonna
Christ.
videotape Ben opening this over the sink because it's gonna be entertaining.
It's gonna be fucking professional as shit. You're gonna be like, wow.
I hope it's like Nightmare on Elm Street when Johnny Depp gets pulled into the bed and just.
It opens up another universe, like a portal.
Oh, maybe we get into a better 2020. What if this is the turning point of the year? Is Ben opening up a wormhole when he opens that can?
Oh god. Yeah, well, of course I'm gonna do that. So I just want to show the bottom of the can, completely bottom out. I just want to show this is our black is beautiful, 7% alcohol by volume. Blown out. Blown out can. Has a little bit of a.
You should have taken the mic with you, Tony, and just done the play-by-play.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're going.
All right, so they're opening the can. Ben may or may not perish. Up where he's safe, I think. All right, it was anticlimactic. It's still foaming.
explode.
It's
You know what?
foaming.
I have a few Hudson Valleys, right? I opened up one of the cans. It fucking exploded. It like split the top of the can open.
Yeah,
That's how
Oh no,
crazy
that's some
it was.
hefty foam there in that bag.
It did pop. It popped pretty good. Just without getting water in the beer, just rinse the can off a little
I
bit.
know, I'm gonna try that.
What's this collab?
So this is the honestly, I don't remember. First Sip Brew Box. Fuck, I don't remember now. I had beer brain.
Should we just bring our glasses to you, Ben?
I think that'd be the absolute best way to go
No, you
'Cause-
could bring it over.
Well, I mean, there's no like you can't sit the can down.
I think after you do 4 full pours, it'll be fine. Actually, I can pull this up right now. So I'm sorry. We had a weird closing, like very silent moment of the show there. I'm trying to find my message between myself and.
I think it would be good. I think it would be good from here on out. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that can had a little bit of explosion to it.
It is.
All right,
Wow.
where are you at, Dennis? I can't find your message.
Damn. This is crazy.
There he is.
It's got some foam to it.
It literally when it hits the glass.
It just
It just like tidal waves. Oh, I dumped it in Tony's wrong glass. My fault.
You fucking jerk.
You son of a bitch.
Fuck.
I could probably find that on their Instagram. 'Cause they've done 2 collabs with the Black is Beautiful. This is their. So far, I've had.
No, no way. There's no way that's gonna do that.
Is the can empty?
Like one of those,
No.
like those Mr. Bo, like those Bozo
Couch
clowns.
Brewery.
Oh yeah, is it on the couch? Yeah, on the couch. On the can.
Yep.
All right. So who is it? Couch and who?
Couch. It just says Couch Pittsburgh. Produced and canned by Couch Brewery.
Yeah.
What is this a porter?
No, this is a stout. It's
Is
a
it?
7.1%.
It looks
stout.
very thin.
It's very thin.
So I just want to kind of
see
touch. I kind of want to touch up on that quad that I'm going to be getting for the show. So it's a Sacred Isles Parish 22-month-old rum barrel-aged Belgian quad with banana, toasted coconut, Madagascar vanilla, and cinnamon. Tastes like banana bread
Yeah, you can
pudding
put
with
more
rum
on.
sauce. So, wow. It's even covered in wax, so it's gonna be a
I
fun.
wish I
one.
don't have my plug here to plug into to talk to him.
Oh man. Oh, for the First Sip Brew Box guy.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Black is beautiful.
It just says go to Couch Brewing Company. Black is Beautiful, but he doesn't say who he collabs with. Oh, it's on the side. Couch, First Sip, and who?
First Sip Brewed Box, Couch, and ABC.
ABC.
I don't know what
Appalachian
ABC
Brewing
is.
Company.
Is it though?
That's what it sounds like.
No, just ABC. I think.
Here, let me take a look.
I mean, that's what Appalachian Brewing Company is.
I think that's the one that sent the beaker glass.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
So the first Black is Beautiful I had was the Wolf Brewing Company, not Tattered Flag. Wolf Brewing Company, the Harris Family Brewing Company, and who was it? I forget who the third one was.
Wolf.
Was it Evergreen?
Wolf, Evergreen, and Harris?
Yes, that.
That
I think,
was really good.
I think that is the stout besides the Pillaroo ones that was like I'm into this stout game now.
Yeah. I still have a can. I thought at first when you actually showed me the can, I'm like, oh shit, the one that I have in my fridge, I'm like, I wonder if.
Yeah. All right, so it says malty, roasty, molasses, licorice. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think you're gonna like this as much as you did the others.
No, this is definitely.
I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt because the can is corrupt.
Yeah. It
So
looked-
I don't know
yeah,
if it
it seems like a
tastes
lot of the
different.
carbonation is
I'm
gone.
gonna base.
I'll
it-
be right back.
I'm basing whatever I say about this particular can. I hope the other cans are different.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. Definitely.
But this is not a stout.
Yeah, this
I don't even know if it's a porter. This tastes like a homebrew batch that I made
And
that wasn't good.
and just to be absolutely fair, I got a little bit of water in the can by accident.
That's all right.
I'm like, I just did a little bit. I'm like, fuck.
Actually,
Like,
I don't know if I'm gonna even rate this one.
I'll check it in as well.
Yeah, I'll
I
check
think
it in.
that's
I'm
a
not gonna
very
rate it,
it's a
though.
very unfair way to go about it. So I think we're doing our best, saying like,
Yeah.
hey, look, we checked it in, we tried it. You know what I mean? We're definitely not bashing
like,
it. It's just the fact that, well, look at the bottom of the can.
Yeah, like I hope this
Like,
is just a bad can here. Like if we get that up, you can
Yeah.
see it's like it's been through some shit. Turn that to the side a little bit, Ben. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like it's pumping out.
It's not like a Mr. Bozo
there-
where it just will come back
Yeah,
up.
there-
You know what I mean?
Some stuff has gone down in this can.
Yeah, and that's that's the risk that you
Even-
take with.
Like the color's not right.
Yeah, the color's not right at all. It's like it looks like this fucking Schuylkill River.
It's almost like it was
It looks like my water in Minersville.
like it was frozen and thawed out again.
Yeah,
But I
it's-
mean, still though, I mean, just for
Yeah.
just for trying to
I mean,
get it
it's
to us,
not
it's greatly
awful.
appreciated. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
no, it's definitely like I said. I hope this is just a bad can because
Mhm.
it seems like it should be good, but just something
Yeah, we
went
kinda,
wrong.
that's why
somewhere.
I was like nestled, like
Rip. Yeah, something just went wrong somewhere.
I had to go water the plants.
that's okay.
Yeah, something went wrong somewhere. Like it doesn't taste like a stout. It tastes.
It's very So to me, it tastes like because of it seemed like it was still fermenting in the can a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
expanded. It does. It's not stout. It's very.
There's no flavor really to it other than like the roastiness of whatever malt's in there.
I get the molasses,
Yeah,
which
a
kind of
little
gives
bit.
what gives me kind of a. Hold on.
Actually,
I get a little bit of molasses too. Yeah.
I get the
yeah, a little bit.
I get the molasses, which almost kind of tricks me into thinking it's like a little bit of a chocolate taste.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that.
So if I had to say what this kind of tasted like a little bit, it's like a watery version of a Tootsie Roll, where you kind of get a little bit of like the chocolate, but it's very watered down.
It's like
Yeah.
if you ever like made like a Keurig coffee cup and forgot to put a new cup in it.
Okay, yeah.
okay.
Like you
all right.
reran the water through an already used cup is what I'm getting out of this.
Yeah.
Okay, all
This,
right.
I don't want to score it because I don't.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
scoring
not knocking it on
Like
them.
I said, this just might be a bad can.
Yeah,
Yeah, we made that consensus that we're not going to score this
Yeah.
just solely because of what
Yeah.
happened with it.
I mean, it's still 7%. So I'm all right with that.
yeah. So if on camera, it's gonna be hard to see because there's no autofocus.
we already
we
did.
got that.
But yeah,
we got you covered.
It bottled up the bottom.
Yeah, we already did a close up while you're out watering the plants.
yeah,
Yeah, it's there.
yeah. There's no way.
It's not even budging.
That's like the hard part of the can too.
That's a tough ass part. Yeah.
So some shit went down in this can.
yeah. There was a gang fight in there.
So I'm not familiar with Couch or ABC. This ABC Brewing. I mean, it's cool that did the collab with the First Sip Brew Box. It's from Pittsburgh, but like I said, I don't know what happened to this can.
yeah, your guess is
I get a
good as
little
mine
bit.
on that.
I get a little bit of a spice in there too.
Probably it's because of maybe a little bit of the licorice, maybe.
Which might be a good thing that the licorice isn't pronounced.
Either that or it's the nuclear waste. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like anytime there's like licorice or anise or something like an absinthe cocktail,
Two
it just
stouts in
takes
one
over
episode.
everything.
That's crazy. That doesn't happen often.
Well, guess
What?
what?
We have a third one.
We got a third one. Yeah.
What a night to take off. Dan.
But wait, there's more.
All right, so we actually have another Black is Beautiful. Go ahead.
Okay.
This is a Maryland Black is Beautiful.
That was like oil.
So that was the one we just drank was the one that I presented to the table for the first sip brew box guys. Once again, not their fault. Sometimes that happens when ranking beer.
Yeah, I would like to try a good one. It just is what it is.
Yeah, the links below. We're every now and then we add links to the thing below. So we have if you click on it, all of our stuff's in a link tree. So we always link us. We link where you can find the intro guide, the music for the intro, their pages, and then
I'm like,
we're also linking First Sip Brewbox, so you can subscribe to First Sip Brewbox and get your own. We did an unboxing last episode. If you want to check that out, I will. Starting next box, I will do another unboxing, but I won't do it live on the podcast. We will do it on the podcast, but I will do a separate video so people can watch it that way too. So this one here, who's all involved in this
Well,
collaboration?
you go for it, Bob.
Just so I can pull it
This
up.
Idiom Brewing, IDIOM.
That's the Maryland one.
So they did it by themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, not all of them are collabs. I don't think.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, since it's so widespread.
And if you don't know, just real quick, it's brewed to raise awareness for injustice that people of color face daily, and to raise funds for police brutality reform and legal defenses for those who cannot be for those who have been wronged, our rendition is pretty true to the original recipe, with the idiom twist. So they stayed very true to the original recipe of what the Black is Beautiful started in, just with a little bit of their twist, which I don't know what that means because I don't really know much about them. But they said with our twist, literally, we flipped the recipe percentages for the black and the chocolate malt, and swapped out flaked oats for malt oats to drive more of a
Wow.
balanced imperial
A
oak
little
stout.
different.
Chocolatey, creamy, a complex decadent, but not overly sweet or bitter. A delight in a can or a glass. 100% of the proceeds of this beer will be donated to the ACLU of Maryland to help defend and preserve the rights and liberties of all people.
So this is from the same brewery that we had the Quebec IPA from. So this is their spin on Black is Beautiful, just to give a paraphrasing of sorts.
Yeah.
So this is pretty wild.
Well, you guys already tasted it. What do we think?
I really like this.
yeah,
This is an awesome stout.
yeah, and you actually taste exactly what it actually says in the can in a way.
Well, especially like when they said they reversed the chocolate and like roasted malt, like you could tell that there's like
Yeah.
a difference to it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
This is fantastic.
The initial taste is chocolatey, and then it ends roasty for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But do you like it though? That's the question. Or you think it's okay?
It's not for me.
Not for you?
No.
That's fair enough.
It's a little too stouty for you.
It's a little too. I get a lot of coffee.
Because it's just a pure stout. There's nothing in it.
This is just like, working their magic.
Like,
it
this is
seems.
just
So I
the
think
malts
when it
and all
comes
that
to
fun
me
stuff.
for stouts, it's got to be like
You gotta
pastry
have-
stouts.
yeah, you gotta
I
have-
need
there
some
you go,
candy in there.
yeah.
I need some candy, some pineapple. I need some banana. I need some caramel.
You really gotta
I love
try
a good pure stout.
So I would be more of an espresso guy and not a black coffee guy.
Yeah. I would.
Espresso's like triple black coffee.
Really? Maybe then I'm not an espresso guy.
If
Well,
other half ever.
So
comes up-
if we talk about IPAs,
Ben's trying so hard to
Fuck
get
you,
it out.
Ben. So like if regular coffee is an IPA, espresso is a triple IPA.
Oh, I don't. All right, go ahead, Ben. Get your thought out.
So anyhow.
But anyway, so if I
Son of a.
go ahead.
So anyhow.
So Bob,
Motherfucker. So anyhow, Tony, if other half ever comes out with that pineapple headband or pineapple stout, I'll make sure to get it for you.
Okay.
Because seriously, that's a mind fuck and a half. Because it's juicy and it's a stout and it's really weird, but it's wildly weird in the sense that like you taste the pineapple, you taste like the stoutness of it. It works. I don't know how they did it.
Here's
it
a
worked.
weird thing. I don't know if it's because I had a full beer before I started the show. Because I did a live with somebody else. I don't think that's it, but I don't know. Because we've had episodes where I've had triples and doubles and a lot of triples in a row.
Yeah.
I'm more buzzed now than I am in most episodes.
what was the beer you had?
I don't know. It was just like a lager. It was a
Oh.
light lager. So I don't
Oh
think that-
wait until we hit the one in the fridge.
the mead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we have meat. I didn't bring my dwarven skull to drink it out of.
All right, Ben. What do you
God
think?
damn it,
What do you
man.
think of this Black is Beautiful stout?
Very
Real quick. I'm very excited to have tried now 3 different Black is Beautifuls.
yeah. We did how
We
many?
only had
of them?
3 of
This
them.
is
We
the
had
third.
more than that.
This is the third.
I thought it was our like maybe 4th or 5th.
We did the Harris one. We did the Harris one twice.
Did I have one by
We
myself?
had the Larimer one.
I had
too.
one by myself.
We had the Larimer one, didn't we?
I don't think so.
Shit.
We did the Black is Beautiful by Harris twice. We did it on our
Well, I
episode,
had
and then
4, then 3 on the show. Okay.
yeah, I
I had the
3 on
one
the
at
show.
Smart Mouth.
Wow, you
That's
stumped
right.
you stumped the Rain Man of Bangin beers. Fuck. I'm losing it. I quit. I'm done.
You
I'm
can't.
done.
You can't throw me softballs like that because I want to swing at them. You can't. You can't call yourself the Rain Man and expect me not to get canceled.
No, but like just remembering the shit. Like you're like
My
Ben.
middle
I just
school-
remember
my middle
Ben.
school insults want to come out so bad, but I'm a better person.
And absolutely you are.
I am.
We grew up in a different time, people. Come on.
We did. We're white kids from a coal region town. Our vocabulary consisted of
A lot of
homophobic and making fun of people with mental disabilities. It was literally every insult we called each other.
yes.
Doesn't
But
make-
we've
but
learned
but
since then.
It doesn't make it right, but it's hard to shake it sometimes.
Yeah.
Softball. No, seriously though. Like Andy was saying about the stout. It's a
Talk little
traditional.
bit. I'm gonna
Sure.
go. I'm gonna go look behind the curtain over here.
You sure can. So anyhow, like you said, Andy, it's definitely more of a traditional stout. I think
Yeah.
they've amped up that traditional. Well, they took the traditional style and did a little bit more to it, and I really like the taste of this. It's really tough going from one stout and going back to another stout because you really can't taste a lot of it. That's for me at least, because I got my taste buds clogged from that first one, and then going to the second one kind of like blended or clashed together.
Yeah.
So they kind of taste exactly the same, but I did get a little bit of a chocolatiness to it.
I think this stands. What are you rating it?
I don't know.
Don't know yet?
I'm like, it's like I'm formulating the
I
smoke's
just-
coming out of my
I'll start the
freaking
ratings off then
headphones.
on
Yeah.
this one. So I'll give this a 4, bordering to 4.25. I love a good classic stout. Like 99% of the time you go to a brewery anymore, it's the stout with all this shit in it. Like it's not just a pure
The
stout.
adjuncts, yeah.
It's like I have strawberries or I have cherries. I have chocolate covered fucking bomb.
Yeah.
Whatever. There's something in there, or it's a triple imperial milk stout or something. Very rarely anymore, in my personal experience, do pure stouts come out, and that's what this is, and
Yeah.
I really like it, and that's
Yeah.
like my jam.
So you're pretty much like saying that you're a purist of things.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
you
like,
want to be pure sometimes.
When I first legally was able to drink beer, like my first beer I ever had was a Guinness,
yeah,
and
same here.
I always gravitated toward darker beers prior to the whole craft explosion.
Yeah.
So like I would give me the darker beer the better, and but like I said, finding a really good just straight stout, this is one of them.
Like for me, like I'll even say it too. Like it's that Renaissance period where basically you were looking at like all the brown bottled
Yeah.
beers then, and then you're going to craft beer bars. You know what I mean? Like in like the early 2000s, like 2010s. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's pretty wild how this whole thing, this Renaissance, brought a whole new era with
it's-
microbreweries,
yeah.
and then like now we're into the modern age with the can.
Well, like we were
pounder
talking
cans and
about
all.
earlier, like everything's IPA this, IPA,
Yeah.
IPA. Like IPA is the big craze, and the hazy IPAs, like the West Coast IPA is lost right now.
Yeah.
But like, as Tony and I have been talking, I've been really into pilsners and lagers lately.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if I still love my IPAs, but I don't know if I'm just IPA'd out. But like to find a stout that's actually just a straight stout,
It's like drinking a sour with no fruit flavor.
yeah, like
Yeah.
we just kind of did here.
Yeah.
But like to have that classic stout, yes.
And that's like a thing too. Like,
Instead
reason-
of hey, I made this stout, but I threw a giant cake into it too.
yeah,
I
it's,
brewed it with funnel cake batter.
and it's funny because like even like trying to find like the different styles, like people like I know Tired Hands puts out saisons and like that Belgian quad that I actually mentioned about. Like, there's not a whole lot of that left over. I think like they kind of like go in phases, like that Belgian quad phase. Like people were really digging them at that point. Then they got burned out, and then the IPA took over. And now people are going to the IPA, like taking the way of the Belgian quad, where they're getting burned out of it, and it's just going to rotate to a standard. And chances are, you might see a bunch of dudes at a fucking beer release drinking pilsners and lagers, later down the line. You know what I mean? It's just going to be a whole trend.
I want to be at that one.
Like dry hop pilsners and lagers, there's just something about them. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just really cool, or it's really interesting to see the dynamic and like the sociological experiment when it comes to craft beer.
Like I was saying before the show, like for the longest time I've been going about like German beer is German beer. I mean, it's like literally there's the German purity
Own
law,
separate
like
category.
Brian
Yeah.
Heinzkapot. It's like literally the only thing they're allowed in it is malt, yeast, water, and hops. That's all you can put in
That's
your
even more specific because it has to be barley.
Yeah,
malt.
it's barley malt because you weren't even allowed to use wheat because that was
Yeah.
for bread.
Yeah.
So I mean, all the Berliner Weiss and stuff is a little like different take to that, but like most German beers, it's barley, malt or barley, hops, wheat, yeast, and water. That's all you can put into it.
And even you could look at the Lithuanian beers then too, when there was Lithuanian days and all. Those were pretty wild beers, and they were like over percent for like a little over a pint
But, like-
for them too. It's
But like I was always
crazy.
bored with those.
Hold on one second,
yeah.
guys. We're gonna have a guest joining us real quick here. I think.
We may
There it
or may
goes.
not have one.
No, we're gonna have one. We're gonna have a guest join us. Hey, you there?
Hello. Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the phone, we were plugging him earlier. Dennis from First Sip Brew Box.
Hey man,
Hey,
Oh yeah. What's going on, guys?
Not much. We're not live anymore. Our stream kind of took a crap on us, but we are still streaming.
Oh,
We are
yeah.
still going, but we will upload this later.
Yeah.
We got to crack open the Black is Beautiful that I ordered and had shipped to me from Couch U
Yes.
and AB. It was ABC.
ABC, yes.
Oh, abjuration.
Yes.
Yeah, good old abjuration brewing. I know you kind of switched over to ABC. I honestly I enjoyed every time seeing you try to tackle that word. I was
Oh,
like, yes.
Yeah, I had like a stroke every time I tried. It's bad enough I can't say normal words, and that one just really threw me for a loop. So our can that we got it had a little bit of it looked like it fermented a little bit more in the can, and it looked like a pipe bomb. The whole
Yeah, I know
bottom.
the shipping and the temperature like really, started going hard on that can. I realized it after seeing a couple of them travel a little bit. I was like, oof.
Yeah. So we got it. It was
yeah, it blew out the hard part of the can.
yeah.
Yeah.
We opened it in a paper in a plastic bag, and it was a mess. But it was a very, from what we got out of it, because I think it lost a lot of its flavor because the carbonation kind of might have got replaced with it when it did finally let
Right.
loose. It was it was like a kind of like a spicy water, like it was like it tasted kind of watered down.
Watered
It was
down, yeah.
like a chocolate, like a Tootsie Roll almost, but like it
Right.
was.
Mhm.
But we
Yeah,
and-
we're bummed because we think like I would love to try a fresh one that wasn't subject to whatever happened to it on its way here.
yeah. But-
Right.
But going through.
Yeah, no, I have freshies right now.
Yeah, no, we didn't call you to rag on it or anything, but we wanted to say like kind of what was your process going into it, and knowing you're brewing a beer for the Black is Beautiful brand, and knowing what it goes into. What does that mean for you, and what was that process like?
Yeah, absolutely. So once when we decided that was definitely something we wanted to do, Couch Breweries, one of their brewers, Bobby Nacho, reached out to us because we knew from day one we wanted to be a part of that collaboration early on. We didn't really know, how to go about being a part of it. He hit us up saying basically, "Hey guys, we're looking at doing this. We would love if you guys, can use the First Hit Brewbox platform to kind of help." Spearhead, kind of the message with what this means, and kind of, facilitate that piece. And we've done a few collaborations before in the past. So I was like, absolutely, man, we would have, we want to do that. So we kind of put that stuff together, and we veered a little bit away from the original recipe. And we wanted it to be more like an orange chocolate.
Okay.
It's kind of what we were going for. But, it's kind of tough for you guys to pick up on that with all the crazy things that kind of, went with that. But we were super proud to be a part of that collaboration. And we've actually just completed our second collaboration with Free Will Brewing and the Harris Family Brewery.
Yes. Once
doing our
that's available,
second Black
please
is
send me a
Beautiful
message so I can
collaboration.
order that.
Hell yeah. And that's the cool thing with those guys, since they are able to ship statewide, it will be, and they actually are, they have all the proper procedures and everything in place. I'm sure you guys won't get any more pipe bombs.
And
But that one's
Harris
gonna be
Family
super
Brewing
tasty.
Company was grateful. We're grateful enough to be involved in in an interview with them, and they kind of led us into a location that they don't let a lot of people into because they're still in the rebuilding process. So we're very happy
Right.
to experience their beers because we haven't had a chance to really do that except one. The only beer we had was a collaboration between them, Evergreen, and Wolf for their Black is Beautiful. And I'm going to be honest, that's a tough one to beat. That one was unbelievable. It was like a banana
Yeah.
chocolate stout.
You couldn't go wrong with the combinations of breweries that they collaborated with and the ingredients that they had. So
Yeah.
Absolutely. So the one that we did with Free Will is going to be like a sour stout.
Ooh.
There's some black currant, some really good stuff in there. And with that said, since it was such a big jump in the left field from the original recipe. John, the owner of Free Will, reached out to the guys out at Weathered Souls just to make sure it was okay, because we didn't want to steer, so far away and then not get, the okay from the people that, really started and spearheaded this nationwide collaboration. And they gave us a thumbs up, and we kind of went wild with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the black is beautiful thing is important. Just for people in color in general, but like for me personally, obviously, I'm as white as they can get. I mean, I'm almost transparent. I'm so you know what I mean. But I am. But I like when it comes to civil rights and black rights and people of color and people of color just being treated equally. It does touch home. I was raised in almost a second family that of people of color, and I'm in an interracial
Right.
marriage. Me and my wife is a person of
Right.
color. She's Vietnamese, almost mistakenly enough for almost Spanish sometimes. But so
Right.
so so when you
Especially when it comes to Americans not being able to tell the difference.
yeah, if you're in America and you're just because honestly, it's a joke, but it's also something that was a legit thing. Where if you were a shade darker than a shade of cardboard, you were you were no longer welcome in an establishment. Which is
Right.
We use humor of it now, but legit at one point in time that was a real thing, which is sad to even talk about. But so the message of what's going on here is it definitely hits home for me personally, and so these black community when you drink them, it's not just drinking a beer. It's the message involved and the proceeds going to people to help people. You know what I mean? To help hopefully fix this problem that we have going on here.
Absolutely. No, I definitely agree 100%. And it's something that, you see all these messages and everything going on out there. But by doing it with beer, it's something that everyone can be a part of, right? You purchase it, the proceeds go back to something great, and it keeps the conversation going. And I think
Yeah.
that's the most important thing, that this just isn't a flavor of the month, that, real progressive change actually happens. But more importantly, a lot of folks that, I don't want to say, necessarily they turned a blind eye, because they may not even have been aware, because everyone's so in their own little bubble, nowadays,
Absolutely.
especially with Corona, everyone's stuck in their own little bubble. That hopefully this highlights, some of the trials and tribulations that your fellow human goes through, and this is one way to get the message out there and have everyone else be a part of it.
Absolutely. One of the big things is you have to learn from your past so it doesn't repeat itself in the future. And you're looking at four white dudes who grew up in like coal region, white Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? And I know me personally, I can't speak for all of yous, but like we were never taught black history. We were like, okay, we were pretty much taught
Right.
like they were slaves and that's pretty much it. But if you look at
Yeah.
the history, like the things that people went through in our own American soil in our history is very upsetting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and when just how we made a joke a couple minutes ago on the podcast, how like we use insults to each other, where we use people of how can I say mental disabilities, or we use people of homophobic slurs to make fun of one another. If you don't think that's something that's a cultural thing that passes on from generation to generation, that's the same thing that happens with treating people of color. Like it's not even like you may even think yourself like you're not that person, but it is ingrained in you in some way, and it's something that
Right.
if you learn education of it, be aware that stigma is there. We can better ourselves as people.
Yeah, no, you hit the nail on the head. Now, a lot of times you might not think something's wrong because it's not blatant, right? It's not like you're going out there rounding people up, hanging them from trees or anything like that. But that same thing that you teach your kids, and that one joke that you heard, that you don't say anything about, you just laugh at it. You're perpetuating that continuous cycle, because this type of stuff, you're not born, discriminating against anyone. There's no point in that. Actually, we're more instinctively designed to work with everybody because there's safety in numbers. It's more beneficial for us to work with folks. So racism actually goes against the design of the human species. So it's definitely something that's taught.
Yeah. Now, on a personal note here, and we'll let you go here. We won't keep you long because we have a few more beers to drink here. How is the First Sip Brew Box going for you?
As a business,
Yeah, sure.
It's definitely it's going great. Obviously, living in the time that we do with the Rona, we
Goddamn
our
Rona.
online sales. I mean, we're up 300%
That's
Nice.
awesome.
over last year, which is phenomenal. AT&T will be paid this month, which is great. However, like in-person events is obviously like zero because you can't really
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah.
So that kind of hits us, but it allowed us to be creative because initially, we were featuring all this unique merchandise from breweries all over the country, which was cool. But when this stuff hit, we had all 2020 planned, and now breweries aren't even open and they have no marketing budget. So they're like, "Hey, Dennis, we really want to do this, but how can we justify like paying for merch to give to you guys if we just let all of our employees go?" Look, guys, I totally get it. Like once when 2021 hits, get back at us. So this gave us a time to create our own branding, our own merchandise, and tying it back into the craft beer industry, with different things, support local, support, stand strong, like all kinds of really good messages. And I know, you've been getting the brew boxes, the quirky UFO design.
I love
It
it.
helped us realize that it's cool, featuring a lot of brewery merch and getting all the followers from those breweries. But once when we were allowed to use our own creativity to design, kind of our own narrative, our own message, it's crazy. It kind of created like cult followers, like people hitting us up, "Hey man, when's the new shirt drop? Like we love it," like that kind of stuff. So it's definitely been a super fun ride. At this point, the next step in our journey, we're looking to hire and we're heavily focusing on scaling up at this point.
That's awesome. Like, I mean, right now with all of the things going on with the Rona is like you either evolve or you die. And like I've seen the biggest thing I've seen with like small businesses throughout all this. Yeah, it sucks. Like a lot have been having trouble, but if you don't move your business either, like I've seen a lot of people locally like complaining about their stores and all this, but like no attempt to move online, no attempt to evolve out of that brick and
Absolutely.
mortar,
Yeah.
that brick and mortar mindset. And you have to get creative in these days, whether you're doing what you're doing or like with like musicians, like trying to find new streaming revenue and all
He
the
does
fun
a
stuff.
he does a monthly subscription box, but because he's so invested in the beer world, he also does a podcast called The First Sip on YouTube, which you can go subscribe to.
Yep.
But he also goes out and he does things like he works with other breweries to just help with collaborations to get his platform out there. Dennis,
And
I'm gonna,
like that's the definition of what you need to do these days.
Yeah.
And that's awesome, man.
Right.
Keep it going.
It's the heart and hustle. The
Yeah,
heart and
right. You
hustle.
gotta hustle. Like if you don't hustle, you're screwed.
yeah.
Our competition may have more money and more resources than we do, but they do not have more heart, and we'll show that each and every day.
And that's awesome, man.
that-
Keep it going.
I definitely can relate to that when it comes to working. People are like, "Do you ever have time to do anything because you record every single day?" Like that's
No.
what it takes, man. That's what it takes. If you want to build something,
Yep.
you got to put the work in. Dennis, I'm very proud to have met you. You and your beautiful wife. You guys are doing amazing things. I'm proud to be a subscription holder of First Sip Brew Box. I want to say once again, when I always put over First Sip Brew Box, Dennis does not send me a free box. I pay for my top tier subscription. I am a
He sure
proud
does.
I am a proud member of the First Sip Brew Box, and they do an amazing service. I subscribe to about 4 or 5 different subscription boxes that we do openings and we plug on the shows. First Sip Brew Box is the only one where your name is on the side of the box. Completely honest.
Yep. We do. We write it in there every single month, and
Yep.
we love it. And that you guys are members of our family, and we appreciate everything that you have done to support us.
Yeah. Well, we'll let you go here, brother. We'll get back to our beers, but I just wanted to. I'm glad you called in and gave us a little insight on the beer, what went into it, and the message behind it. Thank you so much, Dennis, man. I love you so much.
Yep.
Have a good one, man.
Sounds
you later,
good.
man.
Thanks so much for having me on the show. Take care.
Have a good day.
Yep.
Awesome, man. All right. I thought that was important. I wanted to get him in there. That's the owner of First Sip Brew Box and the collaboration of the beer that unfortunately we couldn't give a full review to because it had some issues in the traveling process. So Ben, what are we
It is what
drinking
it
now?
is. This is Blind Ambition from
Antietam.
Antietam.
This is another Bob vacation beer.
Yes. Hang on a minute. What the hell happened?
Took a little bit of a detour there, but I thought that was necessary. I thought
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
So, Blind Ambition Hazy Pale Ale is an Antietam brewery brew. It's a New England pale ale clocking in at 6.8% alcohol by volume. A well-balanced hazy pale ale brewed with Mosaic, Amarillo, and Cascade hops for a great citrus aroma and slight bitterness.
What's the brewery of this?
Antietam.
Antietam?
There
Don't
it
worry,
is.
I got you. I'll get you checked
You take too
in.
long. I check it in. I don't wait for you. You take forever. All right, 6.8. You already read it off, right? Mm-hmm. Now, did you experience this brewery, or is this something you were kind of out there and found?
Actually, the purpose of the trip was to go to a beer store.
Oh, okay.
So we started the day. I went to Falls Church, Virginia,
Okay.
and I went to an Eastern European supermarket that sells beer, wine, and liquor, and I stocked up on a bunch of Russian and Ukrainian beers.
Oh man, that's
So
awesome.
not only are you a beer fan, man, but you try to find things. I love it. I love that about you.
So when we left there was an Ethiopian restaurant like 5 miles down the road, and we went there for lunch and had Ethiopian beer with our lunch.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately, they didn't have a big selection that day, so the one that they did have in-house still was one that I had already, but it was a good one, so I didn't mind having a repeat.
Fair
and
enough.
then we had originally planned to stop at 3 breweries on the way home, but we fell a little behind and we only hit the 2, so one in Frederick and one in Hagerstown.
And what were those two breweries?
Idiom and
Antietam.
Antietam.
Well, listen, man. The biggest thing is like not only do you go out on your own to experience beer.
Did you go to the battlefield at all?
No, we didn't hit the battlefield.
Yeah.
It's not like a Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Antietam's cool, but it's not like a Gettysburg.
But not only do you go out and try to find beers, not just from our country, you're trying to find worldly beers, which I think is very, very cool. You are very educated in the beer process, but you also think of the show too, which is we are very grateful that you even bring these to us and you come hang out with us, and I truly, truly appreciate that. I really do.
This is a good time, man, and I enjoy this.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Bob. Bob is
Bob's a good dude.
Yeah, Bob's a real good dude. I love Bob. All right, so this is Blind Ambition Hazy Pale Ale.
Already read it off.
All right.
It's just a matter of what we think of it.
Yeah, I'm just giving a refresher.
Okay,
Man.
okay.
I wasn't going to read it again.
thought-
I'm not going to steal your thunder.
no.
Pale ale. It's hazy.
Yeah. Give us your take on this, Ben.
Can I pass?
You don't like it?
No, I mean, I just want to
Okay,
think of
okay.
it. I want to volley it
want me
to
to- you want me to
Andy.
start?
You want to bite out? I mean, you only have a sip left in your beer, so you got enough
I
to
know,
experience
don't
it.
worry.
I like it. I mean, it's super crushable.
It's so. I think if you were to compare this to what I think most people in our area who drink hazy IPAs, they would immediately think probably New Trail, and it's way different.
No, this is more like if you ever had like hazy little thing from like Sierra Nevada, something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
So I get a lot of lemon on the nose of that.
It's very citrusy.
the bitterness.
It's very citrusy, but it's crushable. Like I could drink.
I could
these
drink that all day, absolutely.
I agree.
I mean, at 6.8, I wouldn't be drinking it all day, but because those definitely stack up. But I mean, it's super crushable. It's easy drinker. It's nice and like citrusy. There's nothing bad about it. It's
This
nothing mind blowing either, but
is
it's super solid.
3.75 for me.
I went 3.5. I don't think it's anything super special, but it's a great beer.
Yeah,
I gave it a 3.6. Again,
Yeah, I would give it a 3.6 if I had the Untapped Premium.
yeah.
Well, everybody says, "Oh, $50, screw that." You think about it, that's less than $5 a month.
And if you're willing to use,
It's just
the
about
app,
all the other subscriptions I have. That $5 might break me.
That's my thing too. I subscribe to so much, but honestly, I appreciate people like you who give Untapped that subscription.
Yeah, no, that's
because
awesome.
I truly value the Untapped thing. So like, if I couldn't subscribe to them, $5 a month, but I would 100% buy a shirt or some merchandise from them, 100%. If it was, I don't even know if it's available. I have to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
some-
they do have
Yeah, they have
merch.
stuff.
Yeah,
Do they have Untapped shirts?
I'm pretty sure they do.
they do shirts, hats, glassware.
I need to get. Yeah, I should probably reach out. 'Cause, I mean, listen, I use their service. Here's my thing. A lot of people are like, "Why do you pay?" What the fuck was that? Oh, that's my hand sanitizer. I'm like, what is gooey on my table? I was like, I wasn't out here earlier. No, I'm joking. But no, like it's important, man. If you and I'm not. This is not a shame plug for you to go buy merchandise off us. But if you subscribe to something or you listen to something and you're willing to listen more than 4 or 5 times or use that app more than 4 or 5 times, it takes effort and money and time of not just myself, but you're taking time away from your family. You're taking time away from your PlayStation. You're taking time away from your wife and your doggos to come here and make this content for people. So for you to throw $20 to us so we can buy a new pair of headphones later, it means something. You know what I mean? So if you're playing a video game or you're playing an app on your phone or you're using an app, if there's a way to throw them a couple bucks, even if it's $1, if 10,000 people use that app and all have that mindset to show a little bit of support, that's what makes businesses better. We're quick to run to Walmart and give the money to the major corporations that make it convenient for us, but these smaller businesses and these smaller creators are doing the same thing. So for you to give on tap that $50 a year, I thank you because you're keeping the app available for all of us to enjoy. Honestly, that's how I look at it. You know. Who didn't review this beer yet?
I did not. No,
Because you
I know.
passed because you were being a bitch about it.
No, I mean Cascade and Amarillo for me, it has a little bit of like that like strong, bold flavor to it. I don't think anything with like Amarillo to me. I don't know.
Not a fan of the hop.
I'm not a fan. I'll drink it, but I can't drink a whole lot of it. I just know that like that really like it's like a pungent, like really strong flavor to it. And to me, I'm like Amarillo. I'm like it's just one of those ones you have to pair it up right with certain hops. I would still give it a 3.5 though because it is actually pretty drinkable, especially if these are fresh cans. But I know I'm being very pretentious about it, but
You are. That's okay.
regardless, though, I mean, solid 3.5. You know what I mean? It's definitely a good drink, something different. So that's how I feel about it. 3.5.
3.5. All right. Everyone good on this one?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. All right. Let's get the next one going.
All right.
How many do we have left?
I think we have only his mead left.
Oh, okay. Coolers are done. Well, he could have just said the one. That's fucking Ben for us. I love this guy. My best friend right here. He's weird, but I love him. He's a strange cat, but I love him.
Or am I? I don't know.
Are you saying or am I what? Not your friend or not weird?
Either or.
I think it's a yes to both.
Open to your interpretation. Oh, I see a little
You
bit
just
of
be
that.
able to peel that
God
off.
damn it, I can't find it. I have a picture somewhere of me in front of the Tapped home office. Untapped home office in Wilmington, North Carolina, yeah.
Nice.
We were walking down the street, I looked up, I'm like, it's fucking Untapped!
I still found it really funny that I went to try and find Pliny the Elder at a corporate building, and I'm like, do you have Pliny the Elder here? And they're like, no, this is the corporate office, yo. Fuck you.
The corporate office, you fucking weirdo. Get out of here.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
No, I think when it comes to when people see businesses or people see musicians or people see people who create things, I think people take it for granted. Like, oh well, it's there. I don't need to support it. It's a thing.
It costs us a lot of money.
You know what I mean? Like when you're a local band, you would think of a guy who fucking tugs as much as he does. He would have got that out by now.
It's a weird angle.
Yeah, it's a weird angle. Come on.
Ben pops like a blood vessel, fucking trying to pull this cork out.
But no, I want to change mindsets a little bit when it comes to just thinking of what people go into creating something.
And I got a little bit on my pants.
Even beer. That's what happens when you pull real hard. Sometimes
You pull too hard. That happens.
Oh, we get a laugh gasm here.
I'm
yeah.
afraid I just soiled myself.
Oh man.
Yeah, when you
now I smell like vanilla mead now.
yeah. What's the name of this one here?
Is it the lotion he used?
Honey Hole Winery, Vanilla Mead.
Oh my god.
A lot of sexual references for this last one of the night here.
Honey Hole Winery.
Yeah, vanilla honey hole.
Ben got some of his honey hole.
He's acting like he got shot.
Well,
There it is, Honey Hole Winery, vanilla mead. It is. I'll read it off. So, Ben, I don't think there's anything to read here, to be honest. But it's a 12.3 ABV. It is out of. It's a meadery out of the United States. It doesn't even say where they're from.
Actually, this is local for us. This is from this is made in Drums.
Drums,
Really?
Pennsylvania.
Yes,
Wow, I think I went a little over generous. with the
Ben went a little
pours.
too much.
that's all right. I've had it before. I got
Are
another
you
bottle
sure?
at home. Yeah,
I'll give you some of mine. I feel.
I'm good.
No, you have literally a sip on your glass.
Yeah, that's I didn't.
I can donate.
I kind of overestimated.
You paid for the beer, and you're gonna get a mouthful. Not even a.
Ben got a
fucking-
little
Yeah.
overzealous.
So,
when
Oh God.
yanking his crank. there.
if you know where the homebrew shop on 309 is,
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Keystone
is
Homebrew.
right next door.
Nice. Oh, no, is it Keystone?
I-
Simply Homebrew.
I think that's
Yes.
it.
Keystone Homebrew's in Bethlehem.
Yeah, these guys are right next door. Right
Damn.
across the street from what's left of Evans Roadhouse.
Honestly,
Oh.
this is tough. Oh, maybe not. I was just say you went nuts here. I was just say this is tough to pick beer of the night tonight. It smells like pure wine.
It doesn't taste like wine.
Wow.
That vanilla, holy shit.
Wow, that smooths out. Bob's like, I know.
That is fantastic.
I'm just like, big dick energy right here.
That is.
This was what I was
and
waiting
like
for.
you can tell it's a good mead. Like it's thick. Like it's not like watery.
that
Like,
vanilla is unbelievably powerful.
and it's
12.3.
Smells like a wine, super vanilla.
it is a wine.
I'm saying it smells like it smells like pure booze of a wine.
That's what I
And
mean.
then when
yeah.
you drink it,
Well, I mean, look at it like
It's like a
cascading down. It's thick.
it's like a thick coating
Well,
of
can you-
vanilla.
when- it's mead. I mean, this is a good mead because like honey wines, like they have to have that thickness to them, or they're not right.
that's,
there-
that's interesting. I'd never had a mead
Yeah,
like that.
for anyone who doesn't know what mead is, instead of using malt as the source of the sugars for fermentation, it uses honey.
I have a friend who he doesn't right now, but he used to make his own mead and it was fantastic. But there is there's a meadery down in Allentown area. I can't remember the name of it. Like you can get their meads at like Allentown Brew Works and stuff, but
Okay.
Colony.
it might be Colony. But they're very thin. Because I got an Earl Grey one, the one I'm like, eh. But like the meads I've had prior to this, like you used to not be able to get in Pennsylvania for stupid reasons. A friend of mine used to get one that it came in like a wicker coated bottle. That it was like, this is just alcoholic honey. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
But this is amazing.
this is really good.
I'm really glad that a mead
this
showed
is just
up
in
out of the
drums.
woodwork.
Fucking, we have to take a drive.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, and another cool
like 10
thing about
minutes
this
from
place
work.
is, if you ever stop here too, they use their wine as the base for slushies. At any given day, they have like 5 or 6 different flavor
So
slushies going too.
Does Honey Hole have a location that you can go check and go on premise and drink their stuff?
Yeah,
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 drums.
right where I told you about. Yeah,
It's in Drums on 309.
Jesus.
Like if you go,
That's like outside
so,
Hazleton.
So
right?
if you go to
North of it,
Hazleton,
yeah.
so you know where the Sheets is in Hazleton on Airport Road.
Okay, yeah.
If you hang a left there and get on 309 and go, you'll pass it because there's Simply Homebrew right there,
okay.
and then this place.
So we
Oh,
have
wow.
we have actually been invited to a winery to come as a podcast and experience the winery. I don't have the message open right now, but it's so we do have a Bangin Beers winery episode actually coming very soon.
What the hell?
I told you about it. I put it in the group chat.
I know, I'm a goof.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the one down. Oh, you're good.
Go ahead, you guys go.
It's a Galaxy. You can't hurt it.
You guys do your review. I got to go talk to the plants again.
I'm not gonna rate it because it's not a beer, but I'd give it a 5.
Untapped says it's good. It's good.
This is I really like this because I don't really every once in a while you go to these beer shares, they break out some mead. I know there's a peanut butter and jelly mead that's floating around and it literally tastes like peanut butter and jelly. Like it's crazy. This vanilla one is more of like a purist mead, and I really
Yeah.
I really enjoy the flavors.
I gotta
out of
find the
this.
mead. My one buddy always used. Actually, let me text him. It's an import. It's not American, but
I kind of wanted to have I actually had an idea for a recipe for mead. I was gonna call it Viking Kool-Aid, and it was gonna include raspberries and tea berries into it for a nice summer drinking. So
but yeah, the mead might run. I'm gonna get it from him. It's
Oh,
I'm pretty
try
sure
it
it's a
out.
European mead, but it's like he poured it for me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, this is like I love honey,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, it's just like I'm drinking alcoholic honey, and it's fucking amazing.
What's really wild about I don't mean to cut you off, Bob, but one of the coolest things is like when some of these like people that are like beekeepers, they get like the different flowers of the different fruits and they make the actual like infused like raspberry honeys, blueberry honeys and all that too. It's
Yeah.
pretty wild. So Oh yeah? Is there
Yeah,
something's gonna go down?
the thing that got me started on the mead kick, I don't know if you know where Bowers is, a little bit south of Allentown, but unfortunately they didn't have it this year. Rona ruined everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Goddamn Rona again.
but they have a big hot pepper festival down there every
Oh,
year.
nice.
Oh, pepper jam.
And there was a
Where?
It's called Bowers, Bowers. It's the name of the
Yeah.
town.
Oh, that's not pepper jam.
No.
And
That's Berks County.
Yeah.
And one of the people there was the Cardinal Winery, and they were selling
nice.
jalapeno mead.
That's interesting.
wow, that's
Stone
I'd try
Keep.
that.
Stone Keep.
Stonekeep makes
is
some good
awesome.
stuff too.
That's
Yes.
that's why we're gonna wait 2 weeks for when you come back next Friday.
And
And we're gonna do the pepper beers.
Yeah, Stone Keep is up
That's-
in. They have a shop up in Jim Thorpe. Has
that's
awesome
exactly what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
For anyone else, it's local. When
Yeah.
you're coming up Broadway, it's on the left.
Stuff. Yep.
It's easy to miss. They just have one of those little sandwich board signs.
It's
on
right
the
on the
sidewalk.
corner. It's in the building that has there's like a bee spun. There's a coffee place. It's like a little like shopping area in the one like brick home.
Oh wow.
But
It's a lot of wines, but
Yeah.
every time I've been in there, they have at least one or two meads.
Their
yeah.
meads are awesome. Their wines are really good.
All right. Did you guys all score this?
I'm giving it. It's a 5. I mean, I'm not gonna put it on my own tap just because I don't log meads and stuff. But that's just me.
You logged cider.
That's just yeah, but cider's
Why?
different.
Why? You can check it in as a mead.
Yeah,
it's
it's
wrong with that. It's wine.
Okay. As a mead, I would say this is a 4.50. This is great.
I'm with Andy. This is a 5 in my book.
Yeah,
It's
this
a-
That vanilla is unbelievable.
Fantastic. I would love to drink this around a campfire,
Yeah.
preferably out of the skull of a dragon,
Yeah.
Or a
so
dwarf.
that's,
or most likely a dwarf.
yeah, so
A
they
fictional dwarf. We don't want to actually say we're.
they have
Yeah,
several
yeah,
flavors
right.
Like
too.
Gimli type dwarf. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking.
Sorry, I'm thinking fantasy in my head.
Yes.
Sorry, folks.
I just want to.
I think that's what most
Sorry,
people would get
folks.
on that.
You never know.
we're not that type. We're not.
We had a
that
whole
barbaric.
conversation how
Yes.
we had a whole conversation that people now are offended by orcs.
We got to talk offline about that because I think I know what you're talking about, and I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
cool.
we can talk offline on that.
Yeah. All right.
You know what? I'm gonna follow what you guys. I'll definitely give it a 5, and I think that's gonna be
Uh
beer of the night.
Holy shit.
Everyone I've had try that.
I'll pick it.
Heavenly,
My wife would
phenomenal.
love
I have
that
nothing.
too. I'm
I have
gonna have to-
nothing wrong.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
like
no-
10 minutes away from me at work. I'm gonna have to pop up there and
That's
grab it.
there's nothing wrong with that in the slightest.
We
That's-
need to get the honey hole.
That's the trailblazer right there, man.
Fucking honey
We
hole.
we need to do an episode of honey hole. Banging beers needs to meet honey hole. Banging honey holes.
Yeah.
That's the name.
That's
of
our
the
Pornhub account.
Check out our OnlyFans, banging honey holes. No, we need to show.
My
We
God.
need. They need to know about
Yeah.
us, and we need people to know about them.
Yeah. I have ideas. We'll talk after.
All right.
I don't want to drop them out and then they be like,
And they fall through, and they're like,
No, not so much they fall through, but like, oh, I already exposed what it might be.
yeah.
We can have a surprise.
Keep surprises. All right. So Ben, you already cast because Ben he wild cards it and he casts his vote before we even bring it up. So Ben's first
Cut the brakes.
Ben's beer of the night. He's going with vanilla mead.
Well, if Ben's calling, I have to go with it. I mean,
It's gonna be. I called it beer of the night. We're done.
Like-
We're done with that one.
there's nothing like I liked everything we had, but like
Yeah.
This
there's
stood
nothing more that I liked on the table more than this.
I agree. I'm there with you.
So
Yeah.
mead of the night.
The beer of the night is
Is
a
a
mead.
mead.
on a
I mean, it's
episode-
fermented. We got that going for
yeah,
us at least.
on a banging beers episode where we drink a mead and a non-alcoholic beer. Yeah, that's not even in the
that
running.
might be my number 2. Just because it's so weird.
Vanilla mead, and the fact that we found out after we taste it and it's fantastic that it's actually from our backyard makes me even more happy. I honestly think that we don't like people who drink in Pennsylvania, right? And they drink Miller Lite and Coors Light. Which is fine. I'm not telling you what to drink. But
you're wrong.
between the breweries and the distilleries and the meaderies and everything that's going on in your backyard in Pennsylvania, you are missing out on gold.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at least try it out. If you don't like it, you at least tried it. You can move on.
This literally, if you drink wine, I don't understand how you wouldn't like this.
If you drink anything that's alcoholic, I don't understand how you wouldn't like
That's
this.
fantastic.
Bob, curious, how much for a bottle of that?
I honestly can't tell you because I've never just bought one at a.
Okay,
like-
fair enough.
Bob's like you. He goes hard in the paint.
He's just
Well,
like,
you know, but that's like when I got this one, I bought 3 bottles of mead, and there was 3 of us there, and we each had 2 slushies. So
Yeah.
I'm,
there's like, it's fucking
Uh,
good.
that-
I'll pay
that-
whatever. Like,
yeah, I mean, they're reasonable. You're not chopping off an arm or giving up your firstborn for this.
Yeah.
This is well within the
Yeah, that's not even a
affordable
Would-
range.
750 milliliter bottle.
would
That's
it be
like
fair to
500?
say that would be a $10 bottle?
I think it might go for a little bit more than that.
Like
but-
12 or 14
yeah,
bucks,
more
maybe?
like in that ballpark.
Okay.
For a 12%, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, and you drink one
Actually-
bottle, you're flying? No brainer.
This is unbelievable.
That's good. It's really
Yeah.
good.
If we're gonna tag you in Instagram and say we drank your beer, your mead, and we're gonna give you beer of the night here, or but drink of the night, I guess how we define it. If you are listening, please, we would 100% love to come to your establishment and do an episode. Very impressed. Very good. All right, Bob, I'll start with you and your lineup here. What would you pick as your number 2 of the night, not including the non-alcoholic? That cannot be in the vote.
Damn it.
I know you're looking at your cider there.
Actually, I think I'm gonna go with the Maryland Black is Beautiful for number 2.
The pure stout. Where are you at?
I agree.
You agree?
That actually was going to be my beer of the night. If it
Until
wasn't- that was overwhelming. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the black is beautiful, pure stout. That I need more of these.
You know what? I'm going with the cider.
the cider.
Fuck yourself, Ben.
Yeah, I will fuck myself.
Oh, there's still more cider left. We gotta.
Yeah,
finish
well,
that.
we can do that after the show.
I like
Well, that
the-
has 2, so that's up 1.
Oh, okay.
If I had, all right. So I'm gonna play political here, right? I'm gonna vote for because there's no way that it's not winning. Is the Black is Beautiful? I would vote for a different beer here, but I wanna make it the running for at least 3rd place. So I'm gonna go Black is Beautiful, and that wins 2nd. I'm cheating.
Because you know it's
Okay,
right.
All right.
And number 3, I'll go first because I did completely cheat the process. I would go Blind Ambition for number 3.
I'd probably go with the Quebec.
Oh, I forgot about this. It was good, but that blown out
Goddamn
can,
can.
that blown out can. Is
It's
tough.
like a Mr. Bozo. Like
Yeah.
the Bozo like clowns that you punch and it's a
Except
sandbag.
it doesn't come back up.
Yeah.
Dude, I had an Ultimate Warrior one of those when I was a kid.
number 3, I'm gonna go for the cider.
the cider.
Well,
All right, that'll do it. Blind Ambition,
Man.
3rd place. So I knew I could cheat the system.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be an unanimous vote for Can Art of the Night, though.
Yeah, who's not voting
Who's not
for that?
voting for Odin with a fucking eagle helmet?
Right, right.
Is that
Yeah,
Can-
he's in, yeah.
that's Canada?
Can Art of
Yeah,
the Night.
Can Art of the
Unanimous
Night.
vote. fucking Great Odin's
All right,
eagle.
so when I post this, it looks weird if I do it this way, so I have to flip these. And then we'll put Ken Art of the Night on top. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Bangin Beers Podcast. Drink beer of the night, whatever, is the Vanilla Mead by Honey Hole Winery. Number 2 is going to be the Black is Beautiful by
Idiom.
Idiom.
Idiom Brewing.
why does it say Weathered Souls though?
That's the
No,
that's the
you
person.
have to,
That's
you have
the
to look at the
Okay, you're right.
yeah.
That's the main
yeah. Weathered
people
Souls
who made
the
the
one who
recipe.
started it. Yeah.
Idiom Brewing. Number 3 is going to be Blind Ambition by.
Antietam.
Thank you. And the Can Art of the Night is going to be from.
Idiom.
Is that
No.
Idiom too?
Is that
Mhm.
Yeah, that is Idiom.
Yep.
Holy fuck, Idiom killing it tonight.
Bjorn.
Yeah, the Viking
But
guy.
local wins.
Listen, that makes my heart happy that local wins. We didn't do it on
And
purpose.
it's not beer, and it's a beer podcast. Well, this is crazy.
What are we doing? This is out of control.
We're
Why?
fucking nutty, man. I don't care. We're fucking nutty.
We're drinking out non-alcoholic, and we're voting Meads as the beer of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Bangin Beers Podcast. We do apologize for the technical difficulties with the stream.
It happens.
Listen, if it does happen, we're just gonna keep rolling and recording, and then we're just gonna delete the live stream, which sucks because
back
we
up.
lose all those numbers. But we have faith in you guys that you will go back and re-listen and re-watch and give us that view again, and post it back up. So that'll
Yeah.
do it for Bangin Beers Podcast. Here's some Ultraviolent. Check them out in the links below.
Ooh-wee.
Support First Sip Brew Box and support your local breweries. We're out of here.
Peace.
See ya.